episode 123 of the Boutcast podcast. I'm your host, Caleb Peng, joined by my co-host, Sleepy Anicor.
Sleepy Anicor, man.
you on the ASMR grind and not even on purpose this time.
Yeah. There's some natural ASMR.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. your time. It's 6 a.m. your time, 11 p.m. my time. So pick your poison. But this man's about to fly all the way across the other side of the world later today, Australia. And
I do stop off in Shanghai for a bit.
You do?
I get an evening in Shanghai. So
you can't play Pokemon Go there, right?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will say, though, we didn't really cover this last week because we had so fun. But the part 2 of the Halloween event on Halloween Day, obviously by the time you all hear this, it's too late. So that's why it doesn't even matter that I'm not even throwing no graphic up. But on Halloween Day, the 31st, which is what it is for you right now, it's about to be for me. You have a chance of getting rare candy and rare candy XL when catching costume Pokemon. But it doesn't start until 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So another great reason we're recording so early, because we could go on for 4 hours and you'll still have time to play the event. I know you probably won't play any because you're still in the patch, but
yeah, I'm playing the event, which is actually a shame. I'm not gonna lie. Like I probably would have if I wasn't packing.
What are you packing though? You bring what at most 2 suitcases, right?
Yeah.
How long is it gonna take to pack 2 suitcases?
I don't know. I expect
it can't be more than like 2 hours.
Do you know what the thing is? Yeah, is that
do you have to still do laundry or something for it? Like,
no, not really. Okay. Usually, I pack super quick. Yeah, usually I leave packing till the last minute, but I also never pack suitcases. Yeah, so this is probably like my first time packing actual suitcases. And
what do you usually pack? Like a backpack?
Yeah.
A suitcase is not that much harder. It's just like a bigger backpack.
Yeah, but that means there's more options, yeah? Bruv, when I was looking through my clothes, I was like, okay, cool. What am I going to pack, yeah? And I've just put everything on the side. As in, like, that's what I'm going to pack. I'm, like, taking all my clothes.
I have a homework task for you, right? When you start packing, from, like, minute 1, start the timer, and I want you to stop the timer when you're done packing your 2 suitcases and report back next week how long it took you to pack the 2 suitcases. I'm curious.
Okay.
I'm usually pretty last minute packer too. Like sometimes if I'm running really late for like a flight for, one of these events, I just like throw in a bunch of random ties and hope that one of them will match like whatever suit I'm doing, right? Like you can throw a white dress shirt that always like match for sure. But I throw a bunch of random ties in and I'll figure out the tie situation, right? When I get there.
Yeah.
I throw in like way too many shirts and stuff. Like I have no idea like how many shirts and pants I brought, but like I just throw in enough, right? That's if I'm running really late.
Yeah, that's calm, innit? But and I think generally the same, but I think it's just because I don't pack this much usually, I'm not familiar with it. So in my mind, I can't really compute. Do you know what I mean? If it was just a backpack, honestly, I'd be calm. I'd pack like an hour before I leave, and it's fine. But because it's not, I just don't know, Because I'm bringing like microphones and stuff. I'm bringing like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, you bring the nice mic too, right?
I'm bringing a nice mic. I'm bringing 2 of the nice mic. Yeah.
Wait, what's the second one for? You trying to start a local podcast too? What's going on? What's the second one for?
So the second mic, is to give me the opportunity to actually do ASMR. Yeah. Because you never know.
What's wrong with this mic?
No, you put set 2 up and you get stereo.
Look, a man got dreams. I can't knock you for that, right? I can't knock you for that.
Sick.
I was talking to some of the bots, right? Some of the Dracoviz guys.
Oh, right,
recently, and I was saying how like I was saying something about how you say ting, right? Instead of thing.
Yeah.
And they thought it was like an English thing.
Yeah.
I was like, no, there's a lot of like American like Gen Zers that say ting all the time too.
Do you know what though? I tell you what.
And it's not an English. Well, if it is an English thing, it's already
so it's not English.
A lot of people.
It's like Jamaican, but that's also why it's like kind of English. I imagine they may also say it in Toronto as well because they've got similar influence.
No, I hear from like this random podcast I listen to, and they're a bunch of like college or like just graduate from college students
But
from
basically, I
California.
think with Americans in it, I think recently they've picked up on a lot of the same words as well. Yeah. So things like okay, so let's say pre 5 years ago in it, because I don't believe I've really heard any of this stuff come out of like American mouths 5 years ago in it. But like things like fam, things like
Yep, they say that too. They say OD a lot, which is not like it's not overdose, but I think it's like overdoing it or something. That's like the context of what I know. I don't really like that terminology because it does mean like it does mean like overdose, which is kind of not good.
But yeah, I think some of the words have recently been picked up
it's
by
like overdue or overdone.
Also, you know what? Yeah, bruv. Okay, the man thing. Yeah, this used to annoy me bare back in the day.
What man thing?
I don't know. Now I don't really care. But like, okay, so you know when like some Americans are just like, I say some Americans, but okay, you know when people are just like, man's is or saying something like, you know, like man's is crossing the road or
man's
something
too
like
hot.
that. Yeah. Bruv, it's not man's. Yeah, there's no S. Yeah, like the
Was
S.
a Z?
Yeah, no. It's just man. Yeah, so it's like if I'm like, yo, man's moving mad. Yeah,
I hear S though when you said it.
Yeah. I'm not saying man's moving mad. I'm saying man is moving mad. Yeah.
Oh.
But then that got lost, and now people are just like, man's is moving, and I'm like, nah, bruv.
Is it their fault or is it your fault for saying
it's their fault, bruv?
Like,
nah,
bruv. Because you slur the is into the man.
Bruv, you do that with everything. Do you know what I mean? Innit? You know, like, you know, Caleb's cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if I was just
cat.
Yeah.
It's not Caleb is cat. What do you mean?
Caleb's crossing the road. Yeah. Wait, is that just slurring it in? Yeah. Caleb's crossing the road. Bruv, imagine everyone referred to you as Caleb's.
I know, but not everyone's saying Caleb's crossing the road. They'll say Caleb is crossing the road.
Nah, but this time they're not. Because they've they've misinterpreted it, and now they're calling you Caleb's. Anyway.
Oh, I will say too, before we get too far into all this stuff, it's Toronto. Like you say, what do you say for the regional this weekend? What was it located?
Toronto. Or like Toronto.
Toronto. Yeah, but what would you say? Do you say
I'd
Toronto
say like
or Toronto or what? Well, that's how you're supposed to say if you're from Toronto. But Americans say Toronto because you see the T, right? Why would the T be silent? But apparently, if you're a true Canadian, a true Torontian, I don't even know, someone from Canada, from Toronto, you say Toronto without the T. I have a whole like pronunciation guide saved on my phone, and then like look, I have this whole like little gradation, right? And it says, all right.
Wait, what's the
first example?
Okay.
Yeah, because it shows like how like it's like light yellow to green, right? Green's like good, right? This is bad. This is yellow. Toronto. It says you are an American. Toronto. You're from Mississauga at best.
What's that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. Toronto, like the two toes, right?
Okay.
Like on your feet. That's American. Toronto, right? TUH, Toronto. You're from like some other part of Canada. Toronto, right? No toe, just Toronto. You're Torontian, right? Torontian.
But there's four colors. What's the
fourth one? Yeah, this is the fourth one. It's weird. It's got like a CH. Toronto. Your pulse. Toronto. Yeah, CHRAWNNA. Your pulse sounds like the TTC chimes, and you piss steam whistle. I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
You must be like, you must be born in the like the. You must be born and bred in the hospital. Yeah, you drinking Toronto river water. You know, straight from the creek. I don't know.
Straight from
Anyway,
the creek.
so I messed it up
Yeah,
actually on the
creek.
first day of the stream. Right during the intro, I forgot about it, and I kept saying Toronto. And then the moment I got off the intro segment, I was like, wait. They literally like a bunch of Toranians tagged me on like Twitter or X ahead of time saying, "Hey, this is how you do it, right? We know you're going to be there. We know you're going to be casting. Don't do us dirty." I did them dirty, but I corrected myself after the first 15 minutes. So anyway, before we get into the Toronto recap, let's get into some YouTube comments. We have 2 sets of YouTube comments. So, because obviously last week we had the Soph episode. Omniaki says, finally someone eats a hot chip on this podcast. That's right. I will say, technically, you're the second person to, but the first co-host. Yeah. The other Matthew Breaker did it when he was a guest on, because he was supposed to eat it with Speedy, but Speedy wasn't there for that one. So, real trooper there to still eat it. And then Artemis Dragon says, Anicor is the truth.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true.
Right. Is it Anicor is the truth or Anicor's the truth?
Up to you, bruv. This one's for your own interpretation.
Man's too hot. John Murray says a 14-year-old died eating a hot chip on September 11th, 2023 in the U.S. Meant to mention this to you all last podcast since apparently y'all missed this in the news. This might not be something we want to encourage, even as a prank. So before I read I'll share with the comments first. Invader Waffle says he ate 15 hot chips. They did mention it a few episodes ago. If you see someone eat a giant burrito, you aren't going to go eat 10 of them and blame the content creator. At some point, there needs to be common sense. And then John Murray says, "Oh, okay, yeah." So, yeah, John Murray, you might have missed that one episode where we mentioned it. Yeah, it was a couple episodes ago, and we found out about it, but. I think like the full autopsy is not fully out or not public, but first the kid was under 18, which is why like if you listen to the hot chip episode, I like briefly mentioned it might sound like a joke, but I was serious and said like, hey, like just disclaimer, like make sure you're 18 if you do this, and like don't eat like 15, right? Like I was like referencing essentially the kid that ate a bunch. But yeah, like we're also not encouraging anyone to eat the hot chip. Like we were very careful about this and made sure Anicor had plenty of ice cream, milk, and toilet paper to handle it. But again, he's also over 18, and you know we try to do as safe as possible. But I will say this too, right? Not saying that it's healthy or anything, so we don't encourage it. The company that made the hot chip that the boy died eating, like it was a different company. It was by like Packian or whatever, and that company discontinued all their hot chips. So this is technically a different hot chip from a different company. The ingredients might be a little bit different. I mean, it's still spicy, as you could tell from Anicor's reaction. But the other thing is also like we're not encouraging. I'm not trying to make excuses, but one person's died from eating a hot chip. Like millions of people have died from drinking alcohol, right? You're not going to like stop everyone from drinking alcohol. We don't encourage drinking alcohol either, right? Like if you want to and you're of age and it's legal, like be safe about it. But again, there's people have died literally from drinking water, so it's moderation and taking safety precautions is important. So if you are in the UK or wherever, you could buy this hot chip. Like we at least want this. Give the disclaimer that make sure you're of age and you don't go crazy with it. You just eat one at a time at most, and not on an empty stomach. DH Khan says, what?
Don't be dumb.
Don't be
that's just my input. Yeah.
Get that Pepto-Bismol, you know. Anicor didn't have it, and you know
no
what
clue what that is still, but
you know, next time I go to UK, I'll bring some Pepto-Bismol for you.
What am I gonna do with it, bro? I don't even know what it is.
For the next time you lose the hot chip challenge.
Cool.
You never know. I'll see how long the expiration date is, so that he can have it on the shelf for a rainy day. You never know. DH Khan says, I'm hoping Whooper is nerfed simply because Community Day is on the same day as Mexico City Safari Zone. There's a 3-hour pause for the Community Day, but I feel that's insufficient if Whooper becomes meta. So here's the confusing part. Well, we'll talk about the Whooper stuff, right? Because that'll be relevant for sure. There's a 3-hour pause for Community Day, but how's it insufficient if everyone else in the world only gets 3 too, right? Or am I mistaken?
Wait, what was the point there? I was only focusing on the.
So Daisha Khan says, I hope it's nerfed because community day is the same day as Mexico City Safari Zone.
Right.
I'm assuming Daisha Khan's maybe going or knows some people going. And they said there's a 3-hour pause for the community day, but I feel that's insufficient if Whooper becomes meta.
Yeah.
Oh, is it because like maybe my guess is like because you know how after 3 hours you could do the little raids to spawn more Whooper for like the subsequent.
I'm
2
assuming
hours.
they probably have that right.
I don't know if they will or not. I
spawns?
mean, but I think that's. I mean, I would say honestly, Daisha Khan, the 3 hours is probably enough.
Yeah.
I guess if you're like really looking for like a high rank one,
You
like
don't even
maybe
need
3
XLs.
hours.
So.
Well,
Nah,
you
do.
You do. I'm just saying. You might.
Yeah, you
but,
may need
yeah.
XLs. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess like if the goal is to like get a better rank one in the like subsequent 2 hours from doing raids nearby and spawning Whooper, you know how they have that new setup, where you can like essentially raid Clodsire or Quagsire for them. Then yeah, that might be part of it.
But I also imagine
I
like
think
if
3
it's
hours
a
should be enough,
safari zone, then they're probably ensuring that wherever you're playing has loads of spawn points. Do you know what I mean? So it'll probably be better than playing a normal community day.
Yeah, I think my guess is Daisha Khan's main concern is that it's only 3 hours, but I think 3 hours should be plenty. Yeah. Honestly, the bigger fear for Whooper Community Day is not the 3 hours, or the time length. In my opinion, it's if it's weather boosted or not. Because if it's weather boosted, you're really screwed no matter how long you have, right? If you want to try to get a high rank one, there's no shot. What's a Paldean Whooper typing again?
Oh mate, it's ground and poison, which actually covers
That's
like
so obvious.
a lot of good weathers. So that's what sun and cloudy.
It's not just like pure poison or something.
No. Wait, I don't know if maybe
no, it's poison ground.
Is it poison ground as well?
Dude, that's gonna be
days.
tragic. And it's like I'm in California too.
Bruv.
Oh wait,
what?
Is it on the what day is it? On the 5th?
Wait, is it on Saturday?
Saturday or Sunday?
Someone was saying Sunday, but I thought it was on Saturday. But I'm usually wrong.
Well, it's partly cloudy on Saturday for me. Sunny on Sunday though, so that's not good.
So it is.
That's not good. Well, I don't know for you in Australia where it'll be.
Sunday.
Where are you in? Are you in Melbourne?
Yeah.
Or are you in Sydney?
Melbourne.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Melbourne's
see what
great.
I got for Sunday.
It is Sunday though.
I got a cloud. It doesn't give me that many details. Yeah, it's on Sunday.
Oh shoot!
I've got one cloud on my little weather app.
All right.
Is poison partly cloudy or cloudy?
Just cloudy.
Just cloudy.
Cloudy and sunny. Dude, that is a slim you need just the partly cloudy for it to be.
Or rain and like who wants to play in the rain, bruv? You know I missed the whole of Lugia raid weekend, because of the rain. I was not going.
Don't even get me started on that. Honestly, that could be the tea topic too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, straight up. And here's the people like, why don't you set the circle and stuff? Like setting the circle on Lugia is like the hardest thing. Like of all the legendaries, that is the one that it does not really work on. You can try it, but trust me, try it and you'll find out it is way harder because it breaks out of that circle animation way faster. So it's still like able to knock your ball away. Like I think I landed maybe like 5-6 balls out of like 13, 14.
That's ridiculous.
Super frustrating, and it just ran on me. I only did one. So luckily it's for the whole month though, and hopefully like the second through.
It's the whole month,
but it's only weekends on the months.
Oh, that's amazing, bruv! I thought I missed my only opportunity. That's great.
Oh, I mean, missed your opportunity to not get the Hundo Shadow.
I don't know. Just get a Shadow Lugia in general.
Yeah, I know. A friend and patron of my Dark Force actually got the Shadow Hundo over the weekend. He uses Master Ball though, because obviously it broke out of all the other ones.
Yeah.
They're like, "Why are you using a Master Ball?" He's like, "Yo, this thing keeps breaking out."
Yeah, difficult decision.
Yeah, difficult.
Okay,
all right, let's get to the questions from the Sofa episode. DY 12255 says, "Yay, Sofa's on the podcast. I also thought her name was pronounced Toph like from Avatar: Last Airbender, so you're definitely not the only one, Caleb. Anicor and Soph should watch Avatar: Last Airbender before the next time she guests. It's one of my all-time favorite shows, dude. I'm telling you, it's amazing.
Maybe
pretty much most of the music I use on my YouTube videos and my stream are like Avatar: Last Airbender lo-fi mix, actually.
Sick.
So yeah.
Maybe I will watch.
Culture yourself. Maybe we gotta do a bet or something to make you watch.
Bruv.
What's something you would make me watch?
I don't know.
I can really troll you and pretend I haven't seen something I have, but I won't do that. You think on it.
Have you watched One Piece?
Dude, that's the live action on Netflix.
No, the actual anime.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't done that. I've watched the live action. One Piece, yeah, that's a grind. That's
what
not
I'm saying.
comparable to making you watch 3 seasons of that. I could watch 3 seasons of One Piece. I could do that.
That's not enough because it actually starts getting good after like 4. So,
dude, you tell me you can watch all of One Piece, but you can't commit to 20-minute 3 seasons of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yep.
I'm gonna win this next bet. We'll figure it out. I'll be willing to do like 6 seasons, double it, right?
The thing is
really
that once you
up
get
the
into
stakes.
6 seasons, you'll finish the rest anyway. So
I mean,
yeah.
Anyway, all right, we'll figure out some bet for that one. Michaels Ain't James says, reach minute 52. Heard Anicor about 5 times. Holding the candle is tough. Yo, Anicor like sleepwalking through the last 2 episodes. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Wait, what did they mean by holding the candle is tough? What's that?
I'm
reference to?
assuming that means like holding the candle to someone else, something like that.
Oh, like to self essentially.
Yeah.
Like you got like, like especially after my intro, I was like, yo, Soph was supposed to be the co-host, but
nah,
she was busy.
obviously you've got to focus on the guests, but I was tired, bruv. It was like 1 a.m. when we finished, 2 a.m, something like that.
Well, yeah, now it's going to be like that for me.
Yeah.
Yo,
give and take.
Our favorite person's back. Took a while, but they're back. Squirrel Trapper, you know where it be. Squirrel Trapper says, you're talking about your teammates and won't even mention the one that liked a transphobic tweet. LOL. Yo, what is... Yo, Squirrel Trapper be like on X and Twitter, man.
They are following everything.
Yeah, I wonder if Squirrel Trapper is the same person. There's like some random Twitter account that's just like trying to cancel everyone for stuff. Like,
oh yeah,
I think it started with Rise Occasion, and then it's like, and then they started doing stuff with my teammate Monster or whatever.
Do you know what the mad thing is? Yeah, is that like, I generally like block and mute stuff in it. Yeah, because I remember there was also one account that did a similar thing, or not, but it wasn't a similar thing, but they were just like calling someone out after one of the regionals last season, and I was like, bruv, imagine actually having so much time, that you're pulling up screenshots, you're like going into all these different like, Twitter threads and like posting stuff. I'm like,
not even that. They're on burner accounts too.
Yeah, man. Do you know what I mean?
Like, be straightforward with it. If you feel that strongly,
literally
stay down on your main,
bro.
Right? Do you think it's Squirrel Trapper that's doing it all? That's even more wild.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, so there's 2 scenarios. Squirrel Trapper's behind these kind of random accounts. No, honestly, they spam me so much that I don't even see the replies, like on my threads and stuff, because it's so much that Twitter literally filters it out. So I haven't even seen some of these until someone else showed it to me. Like, hey, this person keeps adding you. I'm like, who? I was like, I didn't even know. So it's either Squirrel Trapper's the one behind these like random burner accounts, or what's more sad is that Squirrel Trapper's heavily looking through all of my feeds to find this person commenting it, right? Which is like, again, you got too much time on your hands, man. You got too much time.
Hey, Squirrel Trapper, bruv, if you used all that time, into, I don't know, getting better at PvP, or all these, the MOBAs that you say you like to play.
Yo, show up to EUIC and win it all, right?
Yeah,
let's
man.
see what you got.
Different world.
Let's see what you got. And to clarify too, the situation was my teammate Monsters, he liked like a South Park episode where like they're making fun of something. I don't even know. But he's like, dude, I'm not transphobic. Like, I have students. I'm a teacher, but some of my students are trans, and they even came out to me saying like they felt most comfortable coming out to me, and because I was supportive and everything, like stuff like that. And then they're like trying to cancel Rise for following some random Twitter accounts. Like, Rise is welcome to follow what he wants to follow, right? That's his prerogative. Like, he might have different political beliefs than me or other people, but you're allowed to have different political beliefs. A lot of people do. I think that's like people trying to cancel people just because of a political belief is like, like you're not really making progress from it, right? I
Yeah.
think like having like an actual discussion or like healthy debates or discussion over these things is more productive.
Mhm.
But
But you know what? You can't really have that on the internet. Yeah, because
yeah, not when you approach it like
evidently,
this,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
But
Like
you know what?
I have
Yeah.
like I have a lot of close friends that are like very different political leanings,
Mm,
but because we've built like a relationship over the years, we're like able to have these
mm,
conversations respectfully and maybe not always agree at the end of the day. Sometimes we do though, you know.
yeah.
Sometimes like you can get through to someone or they could get through to you, right?
Mhm.
There's no way I'm right about everything either, but you know,
Yeah. I
it's what it
think
is.
for anyone who does have this much time, yeah, you may find more value in, you know, being introspective and working on yourself. Yeah, because ultimately, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I ain't even Christian, yeah, but bruv, I love this one verse from the Bible. Yeah, it's like something like, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." Yeah, bruv,
Mhm.
before you lot, yeah, are ready to start, you know, calling out other people, attacking other people, yeah, just look at yourself. Yeah, if you're perfect, then go crazy. Yeah, do whatever you like. Yeah, bruv, nobody's perfect, man. You got a
Yeah,
lot
not
of
only that,
personal
but
work to
like
do.
if you feel the need to attack other people too, like there's something going on,
That's what
right?
I'm saying. You
Like,
know, yeah,
like
that's what you have to
you
be
know,
introspective about. You know, I ain't got the time to do stuff like that
hey,
personally. You know?
that's honestly a Squirrel Trapper's MO though, right? If they weren't attacking
Yeah,
us and other people, who would they really be? You know,
but we'll
you do
give
you,
Scroll
Squirrel
Trapper the
Trapper.
pass. Yeah,
Honestly, I'm more disappointed in Squirrel Trapper because this is like the first comment we've gotten in weeks.
mm,
I thought they, I thought they quit the squirrel trapping industry. You know, like I thought they were
yeah.
gone. I'm glad to see they're back
They're still attacking
and I'm
animals.
still living rent free
Yeah.
in their heads. Invader Waffle says third wheel Anicor.
I allow it. Yeah,
Yeah.
low key.
D Slight says, okay, I can't be the only one thinking this, but it feels like two old friends catching up. And of course, the awkward third wheel friend that Caleb invited, but can't contribute much. Nevertheless, love the discussion and banter. Keep up the good work. You know, here's the funny thing, too.
Mm,
I've definitely spent more time and chatted more with Anicor than Soph by like miles. Like, we've talked way more. Like, I don't talk, like, I've met Soph maybe like 4 times. Because we worked in GoFest together back to back years in the coaching area. I guess maybe I met her in San Diego. I don't even remember. She was definitely competing there, but you know, we battled in Fresno, chatted a little bit, and then Sacramento, and that was about it. And it's not like we've but and we don't like DM each other all day long or anything. But yeah, Anicor was just he was just zombified, you know. He was a little houndstone that
I was
day.
being
Yeah.
humble.
Yeah, he's doing his best Snorlax impression. We'll get him more chatty next time around. You know, next time around we'll come on. We'll have Soph there. I'll have given you Pepto Bismol by then. You'll eat a hot chip as well, right? Like it'll be great. It'll be great. We'll do it all.
Yeah.
8 the Great says, "What a time to be alive. Seems like that hot chip did some super effective damage. Didn't hear Anicor say anything for a second. Maybe we gotta send him some Pepto Bismol." Yo, 8 the Great's timing on this comment so good. He also says Avatar last year, but truly the GOAT cartoon show a must watch. That's what I'm saying. Was nice having Soph on. Always like to hear about the T. NEB on my chest. Oh yeah. 8th Grade's won the NEB. He's on one of the NEB teams.
Okay.
NEB Buzzwolves or NEB Bastions. I forgot which one. I think he's on NEB Buzzwolves or something.
I feel like is that actually a team or did you just make that?
Yeah, I mean NEB
Like,
owns like 4 or 5 different teams.
Yeah, but is the second bit Buzzwolves?
I think so.
Okay, fair enough.
I think so. I don't know. I think he is, but he doesn't have a jersey yet. So I asked him, I was like what you need to do to get a jersey, right? I see some other. He's like, I don't know, man. But yeah, come on, Kaiser. Hook a brother up, man. He's a loyal NEB battler. But that's so funny, the timing of that. Anyway, that does it for our comments, but Yeah, what a time to be alive for sure.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Toronto recap because this was
Bruv.
this was a wild tournament. All right, let's talk about how stacked this tournament is to kick things
Insane.
off, right? Because it was not you could say like, oh, the top performing Pokemon, like, stuff was like really, really good or whatever. Or it wasn't super meta. They must have been like just playing in like a very, I don't know, easy tournament.
Yeah. Nah,
But
biggest NA tournament this season.
112. Oh, is it biggest? I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
112 because I don't think any of the American ones have
Yeah.
gotten
Let
big.
me name some notable people that you might recognize, right? And honestly, some of the top 8 weren't even in these notable
Yeah.
people, right? Group A, we got J-Jan, 610 Hero. Apparently it's not 610 Hero, which sounds way
Yeah,
better. It's
I
actually
thought it
610
sounded
Hero.
better as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but
oh,
he corrected us. He's like, no, it's 610 Hero, so we want honor him on that. J-Jan, 610 Hero, Dan Ottawa, Survivor Snape. Dude, I battled that guy like all the time in GBL. He's super good. Wadaj, we got Final Boss AJ, Lyle Jeffs. And my apologies if I don't name you. It's just because like people like wouldn't have expected you to do as well as you did, even if you did really well, right? Lawson Cody's on like some teams as well. A lot of factions teams I know. Cindy was there. That was just one group. We got that boy Jay, Arrow, Doombug, Dragon Silk, Andrew Manhars, Beach, Dilap, Inadequance. Like this is all one group. Jojo Go-Go Dancer, Enhoff, Trent, Nighttime Clasher, and that's another group. We got. This is funny because I'm not even going to name the first 2 finishers of this group. Anya Frank, Shadow Brady, Dave Dang, Buckeye Fitzy, Z's Wireless, Ryan Swag. Yo, my friend the cruise ship went too. You know Tom Cruise? Not the actor.
Okay.
The cruise ship.
Why
His
would
name
you
is
say
Tom
do you
Cruise,
know
though.
Tom Cruise and expect?
No, his name is Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not joking with you.
I don't know Tom Cruise.
Cruise with a K. Anyway, he's like a general content creator. Like he's like friends with like Mystic 7, Training Trips, all this stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, he's actually like pretty local to me. But he loves Lunatone, so he's always trying running Lunatone in every GBL meta that you can. I think he has one from Master League too, but he has a Shundo as well. But anyway, he tried running Lunatone, it didn't work out so well. But it was cool to see him there.
Wait, how long has he been doing that for?
For at least like about almost a year. Yeah, straight up Lunatone every GBL. He was killing it in Psychic Cup with Lunatone, but he ran an Open Great League. Yeah, it's his thing. But he's after this tournament, he's like got the itch. He's like, I want to do more. I was like, oh, I'd love to hear it. And then the other group, Rise Occasion, Out of Pocket, Kevin Solidaris, Magic Mason, Trumpaletta. Yeah, a lot of people. Khaleesi Fitzy. OBQ I know from a lot of factions. Used to be a patron as well. But dude, so stacked tournament, right?
Yeah.
And the top 8 though was not what you thought. There were I don't know how many Worlds competitors, like over like 5, 7, 8 like previous Worlds qualified competitors. Only one made the top 8. It was Rise Occasion. He almost didn't make it, right? He entered on the loser side. And that's not a knock on Rise or any of the Worlds competitors. It just goes to show.
He also got knocked out straight away in the top 8.
He did.
Yeah.
He did, yeah. Yeah, but consistently at least making top 8, which is pretty impressive. But our top 8, we had J-Jan, SS Storm, Magmar Man, Jocko Loco, 610 Hero, That Boy J, EJCC, and Rise Occasion.
So I think
That Boy J obviously first tournament, but like notable in GPL for sure. But
who? EJCC, right? Oh, That Boy J.
That Boy J. EJCC actually made top 5 in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
So I think out of all of these, SS Thorn and Jacko Loco were like 2 players where I googled them and I was like, or like I searched them in like Dracoviz and also checked if they had like a previous.
Dracoviz, I got a gripe with y'all messed me up.
Well, you still ain't got your badge.
Well, I'm probably I don't know about that.
What is it today?
I'm saying SS Thorn.
What's the problem now?
There's no data on SS Thorn.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
But I think if I remember,
he's done GBL leaderboards before.
Has he?
Because I asked him if he did or I was like, oh, you haven't even hit leaderboards, right? And he said, no, I have.
Oh, that's mad. No, but wait. But when he said no, I have, did he mean this season? Because we haven't got this season's data, and I know he's up on this season.
Specify.
Yeah. Because I know he's on leaderboards this season, right? So I'm just assuming that it's probably because we put up,
dude.
Like,
that's really, if that's the case,
exactly,
that's really wild.
Exactly.
Well, I wasn't gonna ask him if he said he did. I was like, wait, do you mean this season? Like, I wasn't gonna say all that, right? It also didn't cross my mind.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe the website wasn't updated.
Yeah, no, I think it's. I think it may be the case where it's this season.
crazy.
Yeah, because you know what the thing is. So I'm wondering also if
He's also only 16. So if he started GBL right when it came out, like he
Yeah.
would have been like,
exactly, yeah,
even younger and maybe not even playing as much back then.
So I think him and Jacko, right? So both of them, I couldn't find any like history for them, and they both looked really young, and they're also both Colombian. So I'm wondering if they have any sort of like relation in terms of like maybe if they're friends or something like that. But
Jacko played in Toronto Regional last season too.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 2023 one. That was the only one though. He placed 33rd place.
Oh, but that was how big was Toronto last season?
It was like over 100.
Okay, he went
2-2. I think
that's not bad.
Yeah, 2-2.
Yeah,
he lost to Trent and Gemini.
Yeah,
he 2-1 Sean and 2-0
But yeah, honestly, both of them were looking sick going into.
He ran a Shadow Celix last season. That's kind of wild.
Yeah. I saw that as well. I was like,
that's pretty impressive. Yeah, no, their set in that losers bracket was super fun to commentate and watch. Like that back and forth was like, also, man, I gotta say, my man Mango, Dragon Soak, ain't waste no time. Captain of Icy Wind. He picked up both SS Torn and Choco in like within 24 hours of the tournament.
The way I was chatting to my brother about it, I was like, yo, they're good players.
Those are good pickups.
And I was like, also they're, like from Toronto, so a bit closer. But honestly, it looks like it looks like the right fit, really.
Yeah, I mean they're all
like
well,
Canadian,
right? Yeah.
and they got like,
and they're all like, I think they're all mostly in that Toronto area as well,
nice.
which is nice because I know like Mango, Dave Dang, like Kevin Saladars, they're all like in that Toronto region, like specific area. So
yeah, I think that'll be a good fit.
Scoop them up real quick.
Yeah, man.
Mango, you better watch out. I'm gonna start poaching soon. After
yeah.
That's, season,
that's how it goes.
Frontier.
Isn't it? That's how it goes. You leave them for a couple seasons, to like mature,
Yeah. You snag them up.
You take them away.
Yeah. Once they're off their training wheels on team formats, Mango showing them how to ride the tricycle. I'm there grabbing them when they're run away on the unicycle. I actually I don't really poach much at all. Actually, I think we've only taken up one player, if I recall correctly, from a different team, and that was Monstars. But that was when Omega Law was like completely restructured.
Oh, right.
Like even Magic Mason left and he was their captain, right? Like they were just completely like redoing everything. Yeah, because a bunch of them left. Jonathan Kelly left at the same time too. Yeah, all that stuff. I think, he's the only one we've actually taken from a different team. We've offered some people, but they've declined.
See, this guy say you don't poach people. Yeah, you didn't have the opportunity to poach people.
Okay, let me phrase it. Successfully poach people. But a lot of those times, though, when we were not successful, later on they might have regrets. But it's too late.
Doors
One and done. You say no once, there's no second chance. I won't name names though, but so JChan ended up winning the whole thing. SS Torn got second. Magmar Man got third. Jacko Loco got fourth. 610 Hero, one of our first top gutters from Vancouver season 1, got fifth, tied with that boy Jay. First time competing in an official championship format, but definitely no stranger to Show 6 nor GBL. And EJCC, like I said, one of the first top cutters in North America in Indianapolis in 2022. And then we had Rise, obviously, well known. But yeah, quite a few upsets. Yo, no hate, but them Europeans did not have a good time in North America.
Hey, apparently Inadequance was tired.
Look,
Jojo Go-Go Dancer seemed to be couch surfing or something. I don't know.
They knew when the tournament was going to start. They didn't start it at 4 a.m. Like they knew they.
Yeah. They didn't really have a good run at all.
But
But
I mean, to be fair to them too, none of the other like
yeah,
outside of Rise, none of the other favorites in North America did that
mhm,
well either.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
tough
This is the
tournament, you know.
this is the first time where Dodge has not top cut since February of this
Wow,
year, since Knoxville.
wow.
This is the first time that Inadequates hasn't top cut since
Yeah,
LCQ,
that is
since
wild.
August of 2022. Over a year.
There is definitely something in
Crazy.
that Canadian war, bruv.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but
Got everyone messed up.
the streak's got to end somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty wild. Pretty wild. I don't know if Shadow Magnus was the play. We saw it a couple of times, right? We saw Inadequates run it. Or no, he didn't bring it for this one, right?
I
Was
don't.
it just Arrow? I feel like someone else brought it too, besides Arrow. I know someone else brought it because they didn't make it look very good, and then when Arrow played, he made it look
Right.
better.
I
I
can't
forgot who it
remember
was.
who
I
the
don't
other
think it was
person would have been.
Inadequate, so I don't
Yeah.
know. But let's talk about the teams for this, because this was just like straight madness.
So actually, something that we were saying on the last episode, yeah, about Carbink.
Yeah.
Or
Carbink.
yeah, bro, Carbink
moved up in top. All right, so I got a
Mhm.
question for you. Was it one, people just start realizing how good it is? Two, inspiration from Elephant Flange? Or three, a little inspiration from that content creator Caleb Peng who ran it at his local?
Yeah, definitely 1 and 2. Yeah. I think
I
that
will
was
say one of my patrons, Dave Dang, did copy my team because we're doing some scrims to prep, and he's like, "Yeah, I think I want to copy your team. It looks pretty good." And I was like, "He's like, what do you think is really weak to?" I said, "Honestly, out of everything that I could think of, I think Clefable's pretty good into it." But I'm like, and then we try some scrim practices with Clefable, right? There's no checks to Clefable at all, and he's like, "Yeah, this is kind of tough, right?" I was just like destroying him with Clefable, and I was just like, what are the chances you're going to see it for Clefable, right?
Did he lose to SS Thorn?
No, it wasn't even SS Storm, which was the crazy
Oh,
part.
really?
It was someone else. Round 1, his opponent had Clefable and just ran through him. He did end up taking out Z's Wireless, though, in the losers bracket, but then eventually got taken out, too.
Yeah. So yeah, you know what?
Clefable,
Clefable was an interesting pick that actually I know
genius.
Arceus Aurelius has been like, using it and testing it out for a while.
Okay.
And
That's bold, right before Clodsire update.
yeah. Well, I guess so. Yeah. That said, though, now who knows? Who knows if it will really go away? But
I mean, he hit Clodsire for neutral, right, with the
neutral,
meteor match.
yeah. So that's not
That's
awful,
amazing, but they're not running
Um,
Sludge Bomb.
but yeah. If the Clodsire doesn't have Sludge Bomb, then I don't know. I haven't checked it, but maybe it's a bit better. Who knows? But yeah, Clefable was looking sick. Like honestly, SS Thorn, like everyone he was playing, pretty much didn't have a check to Clefable.
But he played well too, because I know Dilep had the Clefable as well, and he didn't do as well. I think he went like 1 and 2 or 2.
Yeah. He definitely played well. Yeah, but it was also a really good meta core, and I think also the Shadow Dragonair, same thing, right? It's like
no grass.
with so much grass with no Registeel really, and even what the thing is, even Registeel isn't that bad. I think really the worst thing for a Shadow Dragonair is like fairy types, and if you look at this top
But
cut,
no one even runs Registeel either.
Yeah, exactly. And no one's running.
It's just a Alolan Sandslash that's kind of annoying.
But even like this is the thing, even Alolan Sandslash is like it's frail enough that okay, I don't know if you can 2-shield through it, but maybe with some energy, like Aquatels are doing neutral. Like it's
well, it depends if it's Powder Snow or not too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, I think Shadow Dragonair was cooking, and no one was really bringing fairy type. So outside of the Clefable in top cut, it was
and then
just
the
that boy
Carbink.
J with
Carbink's not great into it either.
Yeah, true.
But I don't think SS Storm really went against a lot of Carbink. Yeah, he didn't face any in the top 8 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I guess even if he did,
but he had Clefable. Clefable's like just a hard check to it, as well as Swampert.
He's got some really good, good.
Yeah, he's got really good checks to it. So, yeah,
But yeah,
it
so
was a genius
Carbink
team.
was so. Huh? What was it?
I said it was just a genius team.
Yeah. I think it was sick. Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
again, I don't think it's. Remember the 3 criteria for Carbink? I don't think
Uh-huh.
it's number 1 because not only were people running Carbink, they're running Carbink with Mandibuzz too. And that's an Elfin Flange and Caleb Peng special. We gotta say, right?
Yeah.
Carbink
True,
Mandibuzz, pretty solid, and 6'10" Hero ran the Superior, which is what I ran. EJCC ran the Shadow Venusaur, which is what Elephant Flange ran.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rest of the teams were actually different on both ends.
So yeah, I think Carbink definitely people realizing it's good. And you know what, also one thing I gotta say, I love this, that the meta is still developing,
yeah,
without any input. Do you know what I mean? The only
Without-
input is obviously the tournaments that are happening, right?
yeah.
And people looking at them.
Like, think about this. Pittsburgh, I remember because I saw on the recap video of it during the stream, Regiseal, number 2 in usage.
Yeah.
Regiseal's not even number 12. Not even in the top 12 of usage. Absolutely wild. And it only had 1 Regiseal on day 2. And it was on Magmar Man's team, and he didn't even really even use it. Honestly, it was so spicy that it was on the spiciest team. I know what Dodge hates on Alone Sandslash, but Alone Sandslash, I think, is actually the steal choice.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But you know what? I can't lie. Like, you saw the interaction he's talking about so many times, where it's just like, how many times did you just straight up lose with your Alolan Sandslash into Medicham? And it was a lot of times. So I see his point there,
But how many times did you struggle against it when you didn't have the Medicham on it? Like, it's taking out Swampert too,
That's
right?
That's also true. Yeah.
Dude, and then SS Storm had a 1-shot KO Ice Punch into a full health Gligar from JJ.
Yeah,
like, this is like just like stuff that Registeel can't do. Like, I don't know.
I wouldn't put them in the same bracket.
Actually,
though, I'm not gonna
what
lie.
team did Wadaj run this weekend? I actually don't even know.
No, I think
Did he get a
wait,
Registeel?
let me see if the teams are out, because
I am curious if it'd be funny if he had a Lone Sandslash. I don't think he did, but he might just run no steel. I've tried Registeel and Scrims. It feels awful in this meta. It feels like actually really hard to use. Like, it's not even just like people are just like pivoting away because they're trying to be spicy or whatever. Like, it's actually really hard to use in this meta. It's not even Dynamic Punch Medicham. It's just like Lantern's neutral into it and can beat it with shields up. Like, Gligar's fine into it. Umbreon can beat it if you just land the first foul play and doesn't get shielded and you get lucky.
So Wadaj ran. This is interesting. So Umbreon, Lantern, Medicham, Superior, Gligar, and Frostlass.
No, he just ran Elite team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he didn't run Registeel at least. But
yeah.
he just ran Elite team, which was the team that won it all because that's what JJ ran.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah,
he lost to Blob NA in the winter side, which was I've seen Blob NA at some tournaments. Well, he ended up being on stream too. He faced off against did he face off against JJan? I don't remember who. He faced off against someone, lost on stream, but right before that, he beats Wadaj. And we didn't realize that as casters, right? We were like, oh wow, this is a matchup Bob.
Wait, do you guys not look at the bracket? Because I've noticed this as well.
Well, sometimes we don't have time to like pull it up while mid casting, right? Like, I'll look at it in between when I'm like backstage. Yeah. But they'll just be like, all right, here's the next matchup, right? And I don't have time to really look at like, whatever. Sometimes our subject matter expert can tell us like, hey, they just beat this person already. So sometimes
because they were doing that bit at Lille where they were like, I felt like they didn't know the bracket existed because they were like, oh yeah, this guy's just made it into day 2, and it was like, nah, he's got 2 more games left, and then he didn't even make it into day 2. I was like,
oh, that's all. Yeah, I mean, that's I don't know, I can't speak for them, but like that, if we ever do that in like North America, or if I ever do that, I can only speak for myself. I might just like misinterpret it like what it was, but it should say like winners finals, right? Or like, I guess it's a little more different for Lil because no, it should still be winners finals because like you just have 8 brackets instead of 4. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, it's okay. I mean, casters make mistakes, myself included. But yeah, it's Bob NA too. I'm actually friends with him on League of Legends. I haven't played with him yet, but I see him every night when I play League of Legends, so I'm very familiar with Blob NA. Yeah. He faced off against Survivor Snape. That's what it was.
Right.
And Survivor Snape beat him.
Mhm.
Who was actually the other person that beat Wadash.
Yeah,
And
man.
you know, I didn't see the Blob NA matchup, but Survivor Snape's legit too. So
Mhm.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, what a tournament. But okay, so we had the meta team of meta teams win
Yeah.
it all, but it was way closer this time than like Elite's just complete dominant sweep in Sacramento. Thank God too, because it was way more fun to commentate. You know, no hate on Elite, but like these were fast like weekends, right? Peoria and Sacramento, like done and done, right? Like super fast. But this time around it was like best of fives. They went to 5 games all 3 times, right?
Yeah.
It was amazing. But so second place, Essence Storm was running the Clefable. But third place, second place is already pretty spicy. No Grass, Shadow Dragonair, Clefable, Manabuzz, like, you know, stuff that you don't really see often. Even Swamper's like not really consistently around, right?
Well,
But then
like
third
4 in the top
place,
cut,
we had Magmar Man 26.
yeah.
Yo, Madman is what I should say, right? This man was a madman for sure. Lurantis, Mantine, Amoga, Registeel, Shadow Cancel 19, and Shadow Swamper. And the thing is, like, I barely remember the Registeel even coming out. Like, it was just like he was running the Cancel 19, the Swamper, the Amoga, and the Lurantis mostly. He didn't even run the Mantine much. Mantine's like probably like secondary most meta outside the Swamper, right? And like you didn't even see that really at all. He was running the weird, like, and it worked. I thought he was just getting lucky, right? But it worked. And I remember commentating his battles last season. He was running a lone Raichu and Roris, right? All this weird stuff. And I'm like, what? It's like, what? How's this gonna work, right? And he did okay. He didn't make it to Top Cup. He did okay. But like he was like playing, because if you play a team like that, you have to play on point. You can't be making misplays, right? And he was pretty clean. Like the games he lost, like he was like just out team comped in 2 of them, and then the 5th game in the winners finals, in the 5th game he just went for the bait when he should have gone for the nuke, which actually happened again in the 5th game of the winners finals too, which I feel a little bad, but like because he was going for the hard hitting move, like the times he went for like the earthquake on Swamper, it was just crazy. I was like, there's no way, right? Like
that was insane.
It was against a Process and Med I'm like, what? And especially because a lot of people aren't shielding because they were like, no one's going to throw Earthquake after it got nerfed, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know?
But that Shadow Earthquake still hits hard. Yeah,
still
I was freaking out when it's.
You know what's mad? Yeah, okay. My weekly gripe about the animations and the catch and the one hit KO. Yeah, but actually this time around, you
like it?
No, I didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't like it. But at least they were actually one hit KOs. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So shout out to I don't want to like throw anyone on the bus for Lil and stuff because I don't know how that worked. But shout out to Tuo Butters because he was the subject matter expert and he was the one pushing the one hit KO. And so like
is
sometimes
that actually a button.
Well, I think so. There's something. I don't know what that is because I haven't done that position myself, but there's something, right? And I try to set him up a lot, right? So when I'm casting, I'm like, oh, and this is gonna be a one-hit knockout, right? And I think one time he didn't believe me, so he didn't push it himself, right? And I was like, dude, I try to give you the alley oop. You just had to dunk it, right? You're already like 7 feet tall, just like cup it in. And he wasn't sure, right? But but that's why sometimes I would say it, just like kind of like because he has to do it like in real time, so it looks really awkward if it doesn't one hit knockout, right? So sometimes like you might not see it because you're not really sure, right? In terms of, like I think JJ's Gligar, you're like, this is actually knock out his Gligar in one shot.
True. Yeah. But you know what? Again, you know what? That is the perfect.
He said I watched actually him talk about this on a stream like a few hours ago. He said his Gligar IV is really bad, so that's why. Like,
But
like
you know what? Again, this is like the perfect example why we don't need that animation. Yeah, bro. Me and my brother were sitting there. Yeah, we were like, oh, nice, over the Gligar lives. Yeah, the Gligar lives. I was like, I don't know though, because it's like a Shadow Alone and Sand Slash, and like, do you know what I mean? It's double super effective, Ice Punch. Yeah, I don't think it lives. And then it didn't live, and I was like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but there wasn't a graphic either for that one, right?
That's what was great. That was what was great.
Well, yeah,
we were just like
the problem is you didn't know,
you know?
but Butters didn't know either. That's why. Yeah, I get you.
But with the graphic, it just kind of kills it, you know. And then there was one like I think it was like a catch graphic that came up. Yeah,
the catches are weird because sometimes the catches aren't like they're not necessarily good,
bro. And it actually hid something that was like kind of relevant. I was like, bro,
yeah,
just go away.
Does the catch have a sound? I know the one hit knockout has a sound.
Oh yeah, they added a sound to that as well. Yeah,
the sound I think helps a little bit. It really adds a little oomph. But the one hit knockout, I want like the whole screen to go like red, or so that might be too much for the Pokemon company. But something
worse,
like
bro.
shake the screen or something, right?
Just get rid of it, please. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this up every episode, yeah, until it's gone. Yeah, but
I don't know how many
we
people
don't
from
need
TPCI listen to this, but
well,
you heard the man.
you heard the man.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm a little mixed on it myself, but I think the catches. I don't love the catch as much as the one hit knockout. The one hit knockout, when done well, I like, but
Do you know what?
I don't love
if you hit,
because the catch thing happens a lot too, right?
yeah,
It happens multiple times a game. The one hit knockout is not like an every game thing.
Yeah, I think the one hit knockout. Yeah, if you do it after the attack has actually been like thingy, so you it's been KO'd, yeah, and then all it is just a little like, yo, one hit knockout. You just saw it happen. We're reiterating that it happened, yeah. One hit knockout, yeah. Then I'm still not advocating for it, yeah, but it's a bit more fine because at least you don't get rid of the suspense of being like, oh, is it gonna KO? Is it not? Yeah. But yeah, they just need to get rid of these, man. It's really ruining my day. But yeah, bruv, some of the picks that Magma Man bought. Okay, like Emolga, I don't know what it's for. Honestly, I have no clue what it's for. But I think this is quite. I think this is something that's interesting.
Superior's moves.
No, bruv, even Superior can like 2-hit KO with the Frenzy Plant, so not really. Like it's not really got enough bulk to be like, oh yeah, this is a Superior counter. So I don't know what it's for, yeah, but I think that's kind of cool as well because he's not put these together randomly, right? He's obviously thought about it. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, for the most part. I was thinking about the Lurantis. I was like, what does Lurantis do that Superior can't? And you do have a slightly better Alone Sandslash matchup. He was able to bait out a shield because they're like, well, this is going to be superpower. I'm going to get taken out. You're never shielding Superior with.
That was unfortunate as well because he actually threw the Leaf Blade as soon as he got the Leaf Blade. And,
he didn't actually even have the superpower?
He didn't go up to superpower on the first one.
But they didn't know, right? Because who knows the Lurantis Fury Cutter counts, right?
But yeah, I think whatever's going on in his mind, it's like cooking up his teams is something we need to study. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his sets, he just played so clean too. Like, I don't remember his set against Jocko Loco that well, but his set against like Rise was super clean. Like his like Swampert did like so much in one of those games. His closeout with the Swampert was crazy. I was like, what? And no one's using Shadow Swampert anymore.
Yeah.
There's 4 Swampert in Top Cut and only one of them was Shadow, which was his. Like everyone just like he's like just doing everything like completely different, which is just I don't know. It was incredible to watch, and I hope I wish him the best, especially in future tournaments too, because that was like no meta champ. Like his team was just so crazy, and this is why like we'll talk about this more later, right? Well, people complain about how Clodsire is not strong enough. Yo, if you can make Lurantis, Emolga, Shadow Kanto, Ninetales work like this, and Mantine, dude, Clodsire will be fine, dude. If you're top cutting with this, you could top cut with a Clodsire, no problem. We'll talk more about that later. But a big congrats to J-Jan, though. He played really well, too.
Yeah, so this is, I think, is it J-Jan's first regional top cut? Because I guess he top cut.
Yes, it was his first regional top cut. He top cut in NAIC last year, but that was about it. But NAIC is a little different because it was like top 16 or whatever, right? So, and not to say that that's like an easy feat, but first time in a top 8 for a regional for sure. Yeah, and he tried a bunch of different things last season too. I mean, he was one of the few people that tried running that Shadow Ampharos strat too. So a few of those losses, I blame Butters. I don't even blame Jane Jans. Hey, another testament to this, right? J-Jan, Z's Wise, 2 brave soldiers of Butters trying the Ampharos strategy. You know what? They did okay with it. Not great. Then they dropped the Ampharos. Look at this. 2 champions first season of the championship series. I rest my case. That
is true. Bruv, you know what was great about like J-Jan's final, yeah?
What?
The little bit where it was like a minute before the end, maybe a minute and a half before the end, where he knew he was in the winning
he
seat.
was rocking.
Bro, he was like sitting there like celebrating already.
Yo, I got this man.
He was gassed.
Yeah. No, but I don't blame him. So I had a little rock like that too in San Diego when I was like in the losers finals. I was like, yo, I got this bag, right? Like I try not to smirk as much, but I was like,
funny,
I feel
man.
it. Yeah. He's like,
I rate that as well because you know what? I feel like something like that could like, you know, if you're thinking about the fact that you've won already, yeah, it's like, bro, focus on the game, yeah. You know, you see them videos of like
he had that game on live.
Yeah, I know, innit?
Yeah. I've seen the clips, right? The marathon runners are like the bikers, and they're like celebrating, and then someone just spikes up behind them. Yeah,
I was like, yo, like, just close it out first.
He had another grand final set if he needed it. He reverse swept too. He down 0-2.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. I think he really clocked like how useful his Medicham was. After going down 2-0, and then from there it just seemed like
and SS Storm didn't bring Clefable much towards the end, which really helped too.
Yeah.
Medicham just so like reliable in this meta.
Yeah. And it was the only, I think, like based on what SS Storm was bringing, it was the only thing that he could bring that would really reliably check it. Because I think what was he bringing? He was bringing like
he brought Manabuzz a lot towards the end.
Yeah,
Dragonair. But Manabuzz is not that great into Medicham when shields are up.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Great work from J-Jan.
Fantastic stuff. Yeah. Bright future for SS Thorn as well. Magmar Man for sure. We know Magmar Man for a while. And Jocko. Yo, congrats to Mango, man. He really reaping the spoils of this tournament.
Hey, do you know what, though? I'm not going to lie, innit? Yeah, like, you know, there's some teams where, like, they've got these names. You really expect them to do better. Yeah. Personally, Icy Wind was one of them. Yeah. I really expected them to perform better than they did previously.
Was this when they had Doombug?
Yeah, bruv. Even when they had Doombug, it was like, what's going wrong? You know, another team that's like that, Deoxys Alberta. Yeah, I always expect them to do way better.
That was on something else still in that last stretch. I gotta say, Magmar Man's on that team too. Yeah.
So
I mean, when you're going up, when you go 0-3 in like 5 weeks in a row, it's kind of hard to scrap up some wins. That was a great battle. I don't know what he was just being spicy. I guess I don't know what was going on. But no, they have some good names too. I mean, but they were in Emerald, so they weren't like.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? And you expect them to do a bit better. But maybe this is the fresh talent that they need to,
dude.
They've had a break,
that's
half a year
Mango.
break.
I might. The cat might swoop in. Never know.
Yeah,
and if not,
good little pickup.
One of the Tea and Pizza groups will. I saw you all posting about how you're recruiting too. How many more people do you all need? Is you trying to enter in like multiple teams for Battle Frontier?
Yeah, so we've got like the main team, the Hidden Powers team, and then
Hidden Powers just completely been like swallowed up. It's not like some people left from. Oh,
yeah.
So what is it? T and Power or something?
Nah, it's like just T and Pizza, Hidden Powers. Yeah. We had like a
You get the jersey or what?
Yeah, but you know what the thing is the logo. Because it's got it's not, so we're reevaluating what to do with that at the moment.
You gotta get that sorted out before EUIC.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. I mean, hopefully we get it sorted out before Liverpool, and then it means like a load of people can wear it in Liverpool, and then maybe I'll wear one in Melbourne. Won't be useful because obviously no stream for now.
But if you win it all, you can take a picture with the jersey on.
There you go.
It's just like me and my local, right? I took a picture of my jersey on. There was no stream for it, but
true.
I'm gonna rep the jersey. The jersey helps, right? Ramberto wore it the first time around. He won it all. I wore it the second time. I didn't wear it the first time. I struggled. The jersey's like what gets you on the snare. They're like, dang. Yeah, I'm fighting someone from an esports group. What?
Yeah, get all in their head.
Nah, I doubt it's like that. So, plus, like all the Swabbles had their jerseys on too. So half the people in our local had jerseys. Yeah. Well, I didn't say that. No. Be careful, man. RC Cole, listen to this.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Speaking briefly of factions and teams and stuff. Battle Frontier, yeah. If you guys haven't heard about it yet, yeah, and I'm not being paid, this isn't sponsored by Battle Frontier, but Battle Frontier, if you want to sponsor the Cool Caps podcast, yeah, just you know where to go, yeah.
My DMs, not his.
Hey, I'm the one who's doing the hyping. But yeah, basically, they had a season 1 over this last season, I guess, and it's been fine. But personally, I didn't like the spreadsheets at all because you know how much I love my sleep. Yeah, you know I'm a man of my sleep. Yeah, bruv, flipping Wednesday evening. Yeah, having to wait to go to sleep because I have to put the teams in and waiting for my teammates to like submit teams, and I'm like, this is not it. You know, this is not the one. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the spreadsheet thing, but they should be moving away from it. You know, going into season 2, and season 2 starting in January, and honestly a lot of teams have already entered. So
what are they using Dracoviz for season 2?
I'm not sure yet. I think there's like some discussions that have to happen whether they make you know, whether they make that decision or not. Personally, I think they should. Obviously, I'm going to say that.
Mr. CEO of Dracoviz.
Yeah. You know.
That's not your official title, though, right?
Oh, that's my official title.
Self-proclaimed title.
Yeah. I think it's, you know what? It's as official as it gets, right? Because if everyone's referring to me as the CEO of Dracoviz, then, and we don't have a CEO in writing, then I guess I am. You know?
In light of recent news, I don't know if you really want that title, but
yeah, I mean that's in the plans already. You know, a year into it, I'm gonna have my scandal, and yeah,
we have to find new co-hosts.
Yeah, we've accounted for that.
Okay, maybe Soph will be more free by then. So,
well, there you go. It's been written.
If not, I'll just hit up Squirrel Trapper. You know, they seem like they have a lot of free time.
Yeah, got bare free time. But yeah, Battle Frontier happening in January, and you can sign up today.
And
I think it's going to be
camera for our audio listeners.
Yeah, I was pointing at you, audio listeners and video listeners.
Let me actually see what I followed them on. Okay, yeah, so it's their X account is Battlefront Pogo. And so that's where you find their info because they have their website there, their Discord, all that stuff. So check them out there.
Yeah, I think the fact that they got a website is quite exciting because we've never really had that. And, you know, there's something that I want other formats to look into as well, because obviously previously we just had everything on Sylph, right?
Outside Gym Breakers.
Yeah, and even that, like, bruv. I don't know if I said this before on here, yeah, but bruv, I have no clue what is going on when Gym Breakers happens, yeah. I don't know, like whenever I was playing Gym Breakers, yeah, I didn't know what tier I was in. I didn't know what like round we were playing, yeah. I had no idea what was going on. Yeah, literally, and even when I tried to find the information, it was so confusing. So I think personally, Gym Breakers could benefit from a website as well. Just saying.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that the fact that there's a website is quite exciting. You know, makes things look nice, but also, you know, makes things nice for like fans as well, right? You have somewhere to like, you can see all the teams, you can see the lineups, you can see, I guess in the future, like leaderboards, you know, matchups, things like that. So
yeah,
it'd be cool.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but hope to see you all there. Teams of 7, I believe.
So that's an 8? Yeah, teams of 7, but they've also
up to 11.
Yeah, up to 11 and 1 non-playing manager. Who can like?
Well, are you playing or are you the manager?
So I was playing this season, yeah, but next season I think I need to. I think you
started that retirement tour early, man. I'm just saying.
For the benefit of the. But you know what? Actually, yeah. Speaking of the retirement tour, yeah, there's been a new development, yeah. So obviously, I said I'd give myself 3 months, yeah. However, I feel like, you know, due to the fact that I'm always like doing something and like I've always got stuff on, yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Yeah, but when I get back to London in April, yeah, I have a good 6 months, yeah, of like just bro.
Dude, we had the same conversation the last time. I'd be like, yo, when I get back to London, man,
Hey,
I'll be sleeping right.
Bro,
I'm
it's
gonna be
different this
GBLing.
time. It's different this time.
I'm going to the gym in the morning,
Exactly.
showering, eating a nice breakfast, sitting down and just get my mind right. I'm gonna just win all the time, right?
Yeah, man.
25-0 every day, right?
Yeah.
And here we are on your last day in London, and where we at? What's happening? We were talking about retirement before this. You can't be retiring before you even got started, right? Man's retiring from the leaderboard that he never hit. Like, I heard this story, but I can't wait till the next time you're back in London. You know,
Bruv,
See what
watch. When next time I'm back in London,
I'll make,
it's gonna be a mad thing.
like, I'll make all the bets in the world with you. I don't care. I'm ready. I'm not scared of no London 2.0 Anicor.
Yeah, London 2.0. That's where it's at. Yeah. You know, 1.0 is always the beta test. Yeah, and the beta test didn't go so well.
Dude, I gotta give you credit, man, to say that with a straight face every time.
Bruv, I got faith. Yeah, I'm so on
Yeah.
it. Do you know what? I'll be honest. Yeah, one thing.
Man's got confidence. That's what.
Sometimes I don't know, like how. The thing is, yeah, I'm like usually super positive about everything, yeah, and so sometimes I don't really know the difference between like realistic and just being delusional. Yeah. But I think that plays in my favor, yeah, because but after a while.
You need a little bit confidence and positivity, right? Like it's hard. I think what Dodge was saying when he won Hartford, he was really shocked he did because he went to Hartford with like a really bad like mindset.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since then, he's had like a way more positive mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it's shown in his results. And yeah, I don't know how he won Hartford with a bad mindset, but it's kind of like when I coach people in GBL and they're tilting, like they never play better, right? And so if you go in there thinking like, I was compared to the soldier in war, right, back in the day. Like in like Roman Empire days, whoever, you're like that guy.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Dude, I'm just thinking about that. Me, not so often, but today at least once, right? Yeah, why is that a thing? Do you think about the Roman Empire that often?
I mean, not specifically, but like I think. Well, the thing is that like I like history a lot, yeah. So sometimes I'll see something and I'll be like, "Wow, that's mad! They made that like 2,000 years ago."
How many times do you think about the Roman Empire on a weekly basis?
So directly or indirectly is the question.
What does that even mean?
Because if I'm thinking directly, yeah, as in like, I just think like, oh wow, Roman Empire was sick, yeah.
No, just never. Indirectly too.
Indirectly,
yeah,
very very often. Yeah.
What?
But
I never understood those like TikToks and Instagram that they're interviewing guys and they're like, "How often do you think Roman Empire?" But at least like 5 times a week. I'm like, what? Like, what is?
But I mean, you know what? Maybe it's different here because it's like, bro, there's so much history, yeah, and you see certain bits of architecture and you're like, you know what? Maybe it's not Roman, but like maybe they tried to like make it Roman, or like our streets are Roman, and the Roman streets were better than the modern streets. Now they're just like pouring tarmac over everything that's breaking. The Romans had some self-healing concrete, which we still haven't managed to figure out how to make.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to figure that out on a weekly basis. Is what I'm getting. Okay, that might be a little different then, because in the U.S. and in North America, like there aren't many Roman.
Maybe you don't have as many references.
Yeah. So I don't know what these American guys are thinking.
Yeah.
But anyway. This is my first one of the week, all right? Probably my last one of Roman Empire. But like in the old Roman days or ancient, Iron Age, whatever, the guy that's like charging in the front of the lines, right? Like no fear for his death, right? Mm-hmm. Just going in, and you're on the receiving end. You're like, oh shoot, like this guy is serious, right? Yeah. Like I don't know if I could beat him. Like he's not scared at all, right? That guy's probably gonna win. The guy charging, right?
True.
But same thing when you go into GBL, right? You gotta think that you can do it.
Right?
Yeah. I think you can hit leaderboard, but you could also be the guy charging forward and just get shot by arrow before you make it to front lines, right?
I was that guy one time. Yeah, I used to play rugby in school, and
you did?
Yeah, and there was this one time where we went
Were
to
you
this
like way bigger?
do
Because
you know
you don't
what?
have like
Not really, but
you're just a runner.
I guess kind of, but not really. No, I wasn't actually the runner. I was in like the scrum, so I was like supposed to be one of the bigger players.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like I did lose a lot of like when I was in school. I entered school a bit chubby, yeah, and
Okay.
then I like lost a lot of weight like halfway through. So I think they were a bit sort of like,
This is a high school.
yeah, and they were like, oh, where do we put him? Because he's obviously not
Yeah.
like. But the thing is, I moved from so basically the scrum, yeah, is the thing that has all the big people in it, right?
Yeah, it's like
And
linemen in
usually,
like American football,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and usually the biggest players are the locks, and they're like the second row. So
Mhm.
I went from second row to first row. So first row, not necessarily as big,
Well,
more
first row, you're
like
closer to the
closer
enemy
to the
team,
front.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Oh,
like it's
so
because
you're like
also then I had
sandwiched.
like a really good posture where I had like just a really good stance in that sort of thing
Hmm.
in it. So like my stability was really good. So
Yeah.
they put me in there. But yeah, basically there was this one match. Yeah, we drove to some other school. Yeah, this school, it was insane. Yeah, it looked like flipping Buckingham Palace, bro. Bro, they had a gate. Yeah,
Uh
you go through the gate. Yeah, you drive up. Yeah, and then you reach the actual gate. Yeah, they had a
huh.
gate before their gate. It was insane.
Did they have a moat
Um,
too that you had to drive across?
bro, probably in it. You know, like it was insane. Um, and yeah, there was this one play where basically it was like I think they called it a free kick or something like that. Yeah, and the guy, yeah. So our I can't remember any of the terminology, but I think our fly half or something. Yeah, he like he had the ball, yeah, and usually what the play is that like he touches it and then passes it to someone behind him who's like charging straight forward, yeah.
Hmm.
Bruv, no one wanted to charge straight forward, yeah. And I was like, come on, like let's do it. And nobody wanted to do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it, yeah. I grabbed the ball, I ran, and I got the most disgusting dump tackle, yeah, where literally like they grabbed me from my legs and just like pile driving me into the ground and yeah,
That's why
kind
no
of
one else wanted to do it.
yeah. Apparently, like from watching it, yeah, because obviously I was the guy getting power driver, so I don't know any, but apparently from watching it, it was literally just like one guy running forward and nobody else.
Yeah, you got this, Anicor. Yeah, you go get him. I'll support you from afar.
Yeah, no support,
I want
unfortunately.
to see footage of that.
Yeah.
That's Anicor queuing him into GBL every day with that Trevenant. Yo, ultra Clodsire, here he comes.
Oh, well, Clodsire, yeah.
Yeah. Well, before we get to
Oh,
Clodsire,
okay.
let's talk about the we only really got one event this upcoming week. Actually, we have two, but the other one was just we had the same event last year. It was the Day of the Dead event.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of
Yeah,
cool,
I'm not even
actually.
gonna go the graphic for this one.
I
Yeah,
remember.
Dia de Muertos,
Yeah.
2023. It was pretty much.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same thing. We had the Sepasuccio Crown Duskull. I guess this time we have on top of that we have the Sepasuccio Crown Cubone and Marowak. Double catch candy, but like again, the candy stuff for this isn't that important. Sabewai, Yamask, probably the main two that you want candy for,
Mhm.
and yeah, I don't know. It's just like I think it's a cool event, especially around the holiday, but there's nothing too much. Like
Isn't it only
I
for a
honestly
few
wish
days
they
or
did
something?
more, like maybe like quadruple dust or something, right? It's just two
Mhm.
times catch candy, which
But
right
wait,
after
I think there's a certain bonus that looked
oh in
cool, but
Latin American
only Latin
Caribbean
Americans
you
get
get
it. Yeah.
additional candy for transferring Pokemon, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
But that's just Latin America, yeah.
Yeah.
Um Yeah, and then the feature Pokemon spawn more often in Latin America and Caribbean. I mean, I think it's cool, but I just think like I think they could have done more for this event, especially because it's only like 2 days. But
Yeah.
so there's that, and then there's the Festival of Lights, which I feel like we also had before,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
because it's around Holy. Is that
I
usually
think
what
so.
it's
Yeah.
around?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have Pokemon debut. Tadbulb and the Ella Tadbulb Pokemon, and the evolution
And the what?
Bellabolts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're really relevant, but you get 2 times Stardust for hatching Pokemon, 2 times Candy for hatching Pokemon, and then Incense, excluding Daily Adventurous Incense, activate during what lasts twice as long, so 2-hour Incense. Which, I mean, what's that really
It's
going to
a
do?
bit
But
mid.
yeah. But I mean, I'm not like, it's okay if like some events aren't as good. I
Yeah.
guess the spawns aren't really super amazing. Like Vulpix, okay, but we just had a bunch of Vulpix for Halloween. And then you have Morlo for if you're lucky, and then Tadbulb. Morlo's just extra dust, I guess.
Yeah.
And this is what I don't get. The Pokemon you hatch from 7 kilometers aren't really that good. It's Elikin, Magby, Dedenne, and Morlo. Like, what does that do?
It's a bit
And
dead.
then the incense, yeah, they spawn a bunch of random stuff for incense, but nothing crazy. Yeah, it's kind of a weird event. There's a raid day on the November 11th, which we don't know what is yet, but
Ooh. Wait, November 11th. So when's that? Like a week
November 11th
after?
is the
Huh.
next Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday.
What do you think it might be?
I don't know. I mean, but don't people just want to do Shadow Lugia?
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Are you sure
Anyway,
Shadow Lugia is each weekend?
yeah, it should be every weekend, I think. Am I mistaken?
I don't know.
Let me double check. Because yeah, that would be unfortunate if it's just this past weekend.
I was under the impression that it was just this past weekend, but
yeah, let me see that real quick, because that could definitely be a little bit unfortunate if that's not the case. Because you know how every month there's like a new Shadow Legendary
Yeah.
for the whole month.
But I feel
That's
like,
what I thought
for
the Lugia
example,
one
like the
was.
Mewtwo one was only one. I feel like with the big ones that they'll probably just
The Mewtwo one was only one.
yeah,
You're
just
right.
one weekend.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, Shadow Raid debut. Oh, dude, you're
Is
so
it?
right. It was only the 28th to 29th. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, dude, why were they so hard to catch? I don't
Bruv.
understand. I literally only did one because there weren't any at the venue, and I didn't really have a chance to do any other ones. Yeah,
I'm
the
not gonna
rates
lie,
of
I've
them
given
were
up
really
on
low too.
Master League already. You know
Well,
what?
I mean,
Japan
you don't
got
really need the shadow one too, because I already have a regular Hundo, and it's fine, I
yeah.
think. But yeah, what about Japan? The Master League?
Japan got me gassed for like. I was like, "Yo, Master League specialist coming through, yeah! Like, look how many
You were about to be the
XLs I
Master League
got,
specialist,
bro. Yeah, flipping.
Wait, get the XL rare candy from the catches. After this podcast records, you still have a couple hours before it goes live. You start that timer and you pack as soon as you can. And you grind out that rare XL candy. We can make a bet out of it if you want.
Nah, man. I'm fine. Yeah, no, I've given up
If
on
you
the
lose, you
Master
have to
League
watch
thing.
Avatar: Last Airbender.
Yeah, I'll watch that. Maybe on the plane.
Yeah.
But no, like I did 0 lucky trades the whole time I was in London, despite having like I don't know, at least 10
bunch of
lucky
lucky
friends or
friends?
something like that. Maybe like 10, 20 or something like that. So I did 0 lucky trades. I did barely any raids as well, because again, I realized like if you want to do raids, you kind of have to go maybe into central London or something like that. So you kind of have to commit to it. Do you know what I mean? It's not like Japan where you're just like, you're just going about your day and then you just join a raid randomly. So I've given up.
Okay.
So I don't feel that bad about the Shadow Lugia anymore. I've made my peace. Yeah.
You need all the XLs for it too.
Yeah, and that was never gonna happen. That was never gonna happen unless I went in it, and it was raining too much. And
yeah. Let's do a quick elo check before we talk about Clodsire.
Oh, bruv, I am playing.
Wow.
Hot second.
Yo, today's the day. I'll finish my best
play?
buddy carping today.
Oh,
finally at full power.
And what, you using it for Halloween?
Yeah, on and off. I've been playing some without it, but I was using it a lot for Great League as well. Yeah. Hey, if Clodsire's trash, carping still can play.
Well, the thing is, I think the thing is it's got Earthquake still.
It's still it resists everything though. Yeah. No, I mean, like Clodsire will be a hard wall no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
We'll think about something for the loser next season. Do you want to do like the jelly bean thing? Like all the disgusting jelly bean?
I'll do whatever, no, I'm not really kidding. You know,
You already got that loser mindset. You're already thinking, man, how's that going to taste in my mouth, right? You ain't going to be like, oh, how's that going to taste in Caleb's mouth? I can already see on your face, you're like, do I really want to eat this in a few months, right?
Yeah.
Reality has struck Anicor is what I'm
Nah,
seeing.
It's,
You think I'm dialed in this season? Oh, trust. Next season, I'm going to be dialed in. I'm telling you right now. I'm
game
gonna
on,
be
bruv.
one of the
Game
first
on, yeah.
legends in the world. I'm
don't
about
watch,
to be
don't
that
watch.
guy. I'll be that guy.
I'm on it. I mean, the enthusiasm isn't as much as it would usually be. Yeah, I'm gonna attribute that to slight lack of sleep. Yeah, but just imagine the enthusiasm there.
Yeah. Imagine the delusion, everyone.
Imagine the delusion.
But we do have the clown fit thing for every subsequent week, which we have that looped in, and the next season also first to hit bet. The other person use Clodsire and Ultra League for full day set. So
cool.
You better search for that Hundo Paldean Whooper is what I'm saying, right? Do some swaps, some lucky trades with it.
Well, do you know what I've been doing? But that's actually annoying.
Because
you know what the thing is, yeah. If it is weather boosted, yeah, then I'm gonna wanna do low friendship trades.
Yeah.
And then that kind of goes against being able to get a lucky. So that just means I'll have to power up.
No. You should it's you double dip. Because you can do low friendship trades, and even low friendship trades sometimes trigger lucky.
I know, innit? But the thing is that
and like a lucky at low friendship or a lucky at best friends is still a lucky. It's still the same.
No. But as in, you can, if you trade older Pokemon, you can kind of.
Oh, don't trade older Pokemon just for $100 Clodsire, man. You already planning your own demise. You already ready to lose this.
Plan to use it.
then what are you worried about?
Yeah. True. Unfortunately, I think it's not going to be as good as I thought it was going to be.
Well, let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the tea for the week. So nothing is officially confirmed, and again, data mine stuff is not encouraged, but we're not data mining it ourselves, and we can speak upon what's been data mined, but take it with a grain of salt because things can change. And so where was it? Where was the moveset for it? I don't even remember.
But I guess if you go onto Tomahawk's repost.
Yeah, what do you because the Pokemon stopped posting.
Yeah.
On the Twitter, right?
What happened? Maybe they still got a Discord assigned. I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, what the heck? What's Tomahawk's?
Initially, it had fast moves, poison jab, and mud shot. Mm-hmm. So poison jab, mud shot, and charge moves. It had earthquake, stone edge, acid spray, sludge bomb, and surf.
Mm-hmm. And not including the Mega Horn that you'll get as
and then Mega Horn, yeah. So honestly, insane moveset, really and truly. But Niantic giveth and Niantic taketh away. Yeah. And they hath taketh away flipping poison jab and surf. So now instead we have poison sting and water.
Is there still acid spray?
There's still acid spray.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your take on this?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, so Poison Sting essentially is a Mudshot clone for Poison. So you're not doing the same fast move damage as Poison Jab, but you generate energy just as fast. Overall, you're probably going to want to run Mudshot.
Yeah.
I mean, just for like mirror matchups alone and just slightly better than A/slash.
Yeah, it's just
and like you're not really beating Superior with the damage from Poison Sting, right? You're not getting too much. Mudshot's just, it has ground is just such a good move in general. And they took away Surf and gave it Water Pulse. Which for me, I don't think that's that big of a deal because you were probably going to run Stone Edge Earthquake anyway.
I don't know. I think Surf Earthquake was definitely.
Then you just get walled by Superior, unless you run Poison Jab.
But you'd have Poison Jab. Yeah. Without Poison Jab, I don't know.
Yeah, without Poison Jab, like that's what I'm saying. Like assuming that there's no Poison Jab, like now. Yeah. If you had Surf instead of Water Pulse, you should probably still run Stone Edge Earthquake, right? I guess it
I
depends.
don't know. Because then you get like, okay, I guess you don't get like walled by Gligar, but um, you
Yeah, it's
kind of
still
have to just
neutral.
pick what you want to
Yeah,
go slightly
Stone
weak
Edge would
to
be
in it.
safer. I would say that, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. Um, it'd be safer. Is it more preferable?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
guess
know.
so.
I mean, you might run Surf with the mirror, but yeah. So with this in mind, Poke did a simulation, and Clodsire will rank at number 11. With Mudshot, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and he also said, all right, hypothetically, uh, he said for science, I like to see this, but or like one of the two. But if you have Poison Jab, Earthquake, Surf, right? So you have Poison Jab for the grass, and then you have Earthquake and Surf, so you have like near perfect coverage. Um, it would be number one in the rankings by
Yeah.
quite a bit. It's got a 98.4 score out of 100. Carping's 95.7.
Wow.
Metacham is 93.8. So, but also more importantly, it beats Carping number 2, Metacham number 3, and Registeel number 4. So, and it has play into 7 and 8, which is Gligar and Shadow Gligar. Obviously, Swampert, not really, but there's a lot of ways to beat Swampert neutrally. Yeah, and then he also simmed it if you just have Poison Jab but no Surf, it ranks at 12. So actually kind of worse than the Mudshot variant. And then you have Mudshot and Surf with no Stone Edge, then you rank number 2 actually. So Surf would kind of help it, but a lot of that's bait dependent too, like baiting a Metacham with a Surf, I think. Well, actually, to be fair, Surf is also like neutral, whereas Stone Edge is resistant. So if you need like a little bit less damage that's non-resistant, Surf is probably not a bad play. So yeah, so that's how it falls, right? And what do you think on it? Because there's a lot of debates on this. We've seen graphics of people proposing different things and people disagreeing with graphics.
So I mean,
and again, none of this is finalized until like
it
actually
true.
comes out.
I mean, I think it would have been cool to have it, but do you know what? Yeah, my thoughts is like it's fine. Yeah, for a couple reasons. One, as like the graphic that was out there was talking about, there's still scope to buff it in the future, right? And I think the main buff will most likely be Water Pulse, because nothing amazing really gets Water Pulse, and it's a pretty bad move. So there's scope to potentially buff
and
that.
Mantine gets it, so like two bulkier Pokemon getting it, I think is like easier to adjust for, right?
Exactly.
If it's like a spammier Pokemon, like a glassy Pokemon with Water Pulse, then like it might like
it could be a bit.
They had to
tricky,
look at it more carefully, yeah.
And I think also considering the fact that the next potential update would be December. So there's only 3 weeks, and there's 3 events in that time. So they have some time to like assess, 3 events and be like, well, do we think we should buff it or, not? However, okay, I'm going to say, bruv, people are going to complain regardless of whatever it came out with.
Yo, people complain about Axew Community and Gibble Community.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The thing is, if this came out with the original Data Mine moveset, they aren't complaining now. They were just complaining a month. Do you know what I mean?
And you'll have no way to nerf it.
Bro, the thing is,
Surf and Poison Jab hit so many things.
Exactly. They complained about Walrein, and look what they done to my boy. They're complaining about Metacham, and I don't even think it's an issue. Do you know what I mean? Innit? They like, bruv, these people are just complaining about anything, innit? Like,
I think
these
Metacham's
people,
a good spot too.
Yeah,
a lot of people want to Surf on Lantern before we got Surf.
Bro, do you know what I mean?
Now
Innit? Imagine how dead that would have been. Yeah, I think all these people complaining. Yeah, realistically, I think this is something interesting to actually talk about and think about as well. That. Everyone seems to have a different idea of what a good meta is, and while there isn't necessarily a correct idea, I think there are better ideas, right? And
what what there's right now, in my opinion, is a good meta too.
This meta is great, bro. This meta, like,
fantastic. I think most people would agree with that.
Yeah, I think there's so much diversity, and like we said, this meta has been allowed to develop on its own without any external forces. No new Pokemon, no new moves, nothing. Every single event, it's been a different meta. Like, or not a
Yeah.
different meta, but like, there's been some sort of
The
shake up.
usage is shaking up quite a bit.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, even though
Every
JJ
single
won
time.
with the same team, like the top 8 look real different outside
Yeah.
his team.
Yeah.
Manibus was, I think, number 3 on usage for
Yeah.
day 2, which is I've never seen that
wild,
before.
yeah. So I think, and you know what? I think, like you said earlier, the current moveset, assuming it gets released with that Clodsire, I think will just be another good addition to that meta. Yeah, it won't be as powerful as it was before, but it's still going to be good. It's like a bulky Pokemon, good typing, a good typing in terms of like, well, I guess it doesn't have the same kind of. I think the issue is not having the poison coverage. So you kind of do have to really pick what moveset you want if you want to like commit to Sludge Bomb, if you want to go for Stone Edge, which is a bit safer, or if you want to, because you lose to Azu, yeah, which is a bit feels kind of bad, right?
Yeah.
But
How many
it's
Azus
still
are in this meta?
yeah, I know, but do you know what I mean? Innit? It's like it doesn't feel great. But I think I think it just becomes a nice addition to the meta.
Rock and ground coverage is also super nice. Like you have you have super great coverage.
Yeah.
Rock,
Having
ground,
the Earthquake
and poison,
really,
that's like too crazy in my opinion.
Yeah. So I think it's just going to be a nice addition to the meta. And like I said, these people, they want to see flipping the top 8, with do some quick maths.
Yo,
with
if you need to pull out the
48
calculator, take it out.
With 48 unique Pokemon, and the reality of it is that is as much as some people might think it's a fun meta, I think if you're actually playing competitively, you will realize that that's not a fun meta. Yeah, to have 48 unique Pokemon in the top 8,
it's just not possible.
It's not possible, and it's not nice, because if you imagine if you're going into every single matchup and you have no clue what you're going to play against, so you've team built basically blind, and then you might have this one matchup where they've got 2 or 3 big core breakers. You've only got 2 shots at losing in this tournament. 2 matchups like that and it's over. This is
it's just not realistic
not
too.
It's
like
not realistic.
Pokemon are not like built the same, right? Some Pokemon are going to be better than others. That's in VG and any game, really, right? Any game, there's going to be something that's more meta than something else, and then it might shift over time, right? Like Gligar was never meta until recently, but because Gligar's meta, now stuff like Altaria is not meta, right? There's no way Altaria stays meta with Gligar and with all this other stuff, right? Something's going to take an edge over others at certain times, and like everyone was critiquing this recent season's changes when it first came out. Medicham now number 1, right? Like, or still number 2, whatever. But it's fine.
Yeah,
like,
let it be number 1, bro.
Medicham is so easy to play around, right?
Yeah.
It's so safe, but it's also, because it's so safe, it doesn't hard check things either. And that's why it's so, like, I think it's a really solid meta. You got like bulky Pokemon like Lickitung and like Lantern and Umbreon that still could have play into Medicham, right? Especially if they're not
look at this.
Punch.
With you add in Clodsire, and now Medichams might have to pivot back to running Psychic more often than Dynamic Punch. And if you're doing that, then now Umbreon has a better matchup into it. Registeel has a better matchup.
Yeah.
All these things, they affect
Azumarill
each other,
too, right?
Yeah,
you bring
exactly.
up Azumarill back, like you complete wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well,
No,
if they're not running Psychic, sorry, the old Dynamic Punch.
But yeah.
Okay, so also let me break it down. Some of these matchups, right? Mudshot, Earthquake, Stone Edge. Let's just assume this is the moveset running, because a lot of people aren't happy with this as being the main moveset or the only moveset you could really feasibly run. And let me just tell you some of these neutral matchups, right? Before people get like, their panties in a bunch. Clodsire versus Umbreon. I just assumed the rank 1s, right? Just to optimize as much as possible, just so you could really get, because a lot of people are running rank 1 Umbreon. Clodsire wins the 0s and it wins the 1s. It loses the 2s, but not by much, right? I mean, Umbreon has about 15% health. But winning the 0s and 1s against Umbreon, that's pretty good, right? And that's a straight neutral matchup on both sides. Against a rank 1 Lickitung, You win the zeros and you win the twos. You lose the ones though. Again, this is one of the bulkiest Pokemon in the game, right? Like it's super meta, and the fact that you go pretty much even with it, pretty nice. Hard Wall, Carping, Hard Wall, Registeals. We're not even gonna look at those. Metacham, if you're running this Ice Punch Psychic, I'm not going to do no Medicine. I'm just going to do a rank 1, just see, right? So you win the zeros, you lose the ones and the twos if they're running Psychic. If you're going straight Ice Punch because you're running Dynamic Punch or something, you win the zeros, ones, and twos.
Mm-hmm.
So
you really do have to have
rank 1 is a rank 1. Yeah, I mean you want a higher rank 1 for sure, right? So you don't go for no swag spreads on this one. So definitely go for the high rank 1. Sorry, Ryan, but it's the truth. Yeah, so you barely win the 2 shields, right, against a rank 1 Medicham, but you do win it.
Mm-hmm.
You win all even shields against Medicham. Like if they're not running Psychic, right? Like, and if they are running Psychic, you shield the Psychic. It's pretty much the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they go straight Psychic, you just win all even shields too. They need some Ice Punch eventually to land. But if they're, I don't know, running Power Punch Psychic or something, right? You end up winning that one too. I mean, I like what? Okay, so let's look at Lantern, right? Another super meta Pokemon. We'll do the rank 1. Obviously, Spark. Water Gun, I think it was just straight up win, right? But most people are running Spark anyway, just for the head-to-head matchup as well. And a rank 1 Lantern, you win. You not only win in all evens, but in the 1 to 2 shields. They have 2 shields. You only have 1 shield on Clodsire. You still win. But that's assuming you land like a Stone Edge bait. Let's assume you go straight Earthquake. Wait, what? That's crazy. You go straight Earthquake against a Lantern. They have 2 shields. You have 1 shield. You still win with Clodsire. Wow. What do people want? Like this is like I tweeted this too, right? I was like, look, Clodsire's still going to be meta regardless of the moveset gets, right? Come at me later, right? If I'm wrong. I am just waiting for LEIC. I can't wait for LEIC to show how strong this thing still is. 100%. I guarantee you, top cut, there's going to be Clodsire everywhere. Maybe not on every team, but it's going to be on a lot of teams.
I'm saying at least 4. Wait, but it will be top 16.
Top 16.
I'm going to say at least half. Yeah.
Half? I think half's pretty generous. I would say even more than half. Yeah. I think maybe more than half. Gligar. All right, let's take a look at Gligar. If you're going to
Gligar's just awful, isn't it?
Yeah, you lose Gligar.
Even with Water Pulse, it's awful.
Yeah.
Water Pulse is not good.
Mandibuzz you probably lose too, but we'll check.
Mandibuzz. With Stone Edge, I think you probably win.
Dude, this is stupid. You beat Mandibuzz in all even shields, straight Stone Edge Mud Shot. You don't even need Poison Sting against Mandibuzz. I mean, I guess you're throwing super effective move, whereas they're not. But like,
what happens if you put?
And this is a rank 1 Mandibuzz. Who has a rank 1 Mandibuzz? If you run Poison Sting, even better, right? You even win they have 2 shields, you have 1, you still win.
What happens with a Sludge Bomb?
You want Sludge Bomb Poison Sting?
Yeah.
Sludge Bomb Poison Sting, you win the 2s. Okay. I guess with Mud Shot, it's not as good. With Mud Shot, yeah, you lose. So you need Poison Sting if you want to win the 2 shield with Sludge Bomb. But that's like, I don't know who's really going to run that moveset. Yeah. I mean, the fact that Stone Edge gets you that many wins, I think you probably want Stone Edge, right? What else we want to look at? Alolan Sandslash, maybe? Shadow Claw, or Shadow variant, Alolan Sandslash. Not a lot of people have the rank 1, but Axon does, so
yeah,
you never know. Yeah, you win all evens against Alolan Sandslash with Shadow Claw. Some of it is, no, you just go straight Stone Edge in the 2s. In the 0s, you have to go Earthquake.
What about Powder Snow?
Good question. Powder Snow, you win the 0s and you win the 1s. You lose the 2s. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
You have to bait with Stone Edge, I think, though. Let me see if you can win it. No, you win straight Earthquake. You don't even need to bait in the 1s. Wow. Against a Powder Snow, Shadow, Alolan Sandslash. Obviously, again, I'm checking the rank 1 Clodsire. Go get yourself a good rank. Hopefully you blot out the sun. But yeah. Like, what more do people want, right? Yes, Sir Pierre is going to beat you, but it is what it is. I mean, you can't have like nothing that beats you consistently, right? Yeah. Or check a Shadow Venusaur. Dude.
Wait, you beat Shadow Venusaur?
Hell yeah. I'm going straight Earthquake too. Lose the 0s, you win the 1s and 2s. Going straight Earthquake. All right, let me check a rank 1 Shadow Venusaur if you really want to see. I mean, I don't even think that makes a huge difference. All right. Yeah, let me Okay, so you win against Shadow Venusaur on 2 shields going straight Stone Edge. Right? Rank 1. Straight Earthquake, you win in the 1s and 2s.
Wow.
Dude, what are people complaining about? Like, I literally see people on like Twitter, on X, literally saying like, oh, I'm like so disappointed. I'm so depressed. Like, I don't even know if I want to go to LEIC anymore. I'm like, what? You were planning on going to LEIC before Clodsire was even going to come out. Like, what are you telling me? You have a team built around Clodsire that before you even knew the moves? No way.
Yeah.
Come on now. This thing is disgusting. Like, it's so good. It's still so good. I like, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, right? Like, I don't understand. Maybe it's like a rank 1 difference. I don't know. I don't even think that's the case. All right. Obviously. All right. Let's just see for the sake of curiosity. Yeah, Mudshot Stone Edge, you're not going to be superior. You'll be superior in the 2-0 shields. So if you have 2 shields, you can potentially still beat it. If you have Poison Sting Stone Edge, you win the 0s with Poison Sting Stone Edge. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You beat Superior with Poison Sting Stone Edge in the 0s? All right, if you're running Sludge Bomb, Poison Sting, that should be a win. Yeah, you win all evens with Poison Sting Stone Edge. Let's just see. Oh, sorry, Sludge Bomb. Let's just see Mudshot Sludge Bomb as another thing. Yeah, you win the 0s and the 1s with Mudshot Sludge Bomb. There's play.
Yeah.
There's play. Like, what are you losing to?
I think
Frost
also one
Blast.
thing that's cool is having this many move options, because there are like a few different viable sets that you can actually commit to.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, Frost Blast actually is a Clodsire check though.
Yeah.
You lose all the
It's
evens.
gold.
You win the 1-0s, but I mean you have extra shield or Frost Blast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but that's good. But like that's like what? The only thing we've really come up with that has like play outside Superior, right? Superior as well, but if you're running the poisons, we said not. But Frost Blast has a solid matchup regardless of what you're running. So there's that.
Hey, what's my boy Arctabac saying? Yeah.
Dude, there was at least 2 Arctabacks at
yeah, bruv.
Yeah, how'd they do?
Believers.
They convince you of anything?
Believers.
They didn't make top cut with it. You win the 2 shields going straight Stone Edge.
Difficult.
But you lose all the others. I'll check a rank 1 Arctabacks, just which most people don't have. Yeah, you still only win the 2s. So Arctabacks, yeah. Yeah, you worry about Frost Blast and Arctabacks. Not too bad if you're a Clodsire, in my opinion. Not too bad. I mean, again, the Sims are like some default IVs probably. Oh, wait. On PV Poke, it's simming Poison Sting, Earthquake, Sludge Bomb.
Yeah, I think he
changed it?
Changed it a bit, but I don't know about the poison.
That's weird.
You know? I don't know about the poison sting.
Yeah, no. You just run. I mean, you need Sludge Bomb. You just run.
I think Sludge Bomb has some merit, right? It's like a faster move that generally hits most things for neutral. Or like if it doesn't hit for neutral, then the Earthquake will hit it instead, innit? So it's like aside from Gligar, you get walled by Gligar. But I guess you have to make that choice.
And the thing is, for LAIC and just for once November starts, I think even for local cups and challenges, it's open team sheets.
Yeah.
So you'll know, and that's the thing, you already know what moveset Clodsire will have, so you know how to play around it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look that easy to play around. Look. I was just saying earlier. I just finished my best buddy Carbink. I'm feeling it. I want to run it, but I'm scared. Clodsire coming out, and look, I would want it to be the worst possible Pokemon ever if I really want it to be the case. But I'm telling you, it's good. It's good. You don't need like people are overreacting when it hasn't even come out yet. Once you see it in the meta, you'll be like, wait, this thing's kind of good, and it is. And it is, and it's still gonna be trash in Ultra League. Don't get me wrong, but
it would have been decent with the old moveset. Let me just say,
Niantic came in clutch, not only for the preservation of the Great League meta, but also to ensure that Anicor really struggles in that Ultra League. Yeah, like you don't want a Poison Jab Surf. Like again, it hits too many things. You know why it's so hard to nerf Lantern? Because it has Surf and so many things learn Surf.
Yeah.
And that's probably why Niantic doesn't want to touch it, because then you just completely destroy all of the other water types using it. You're just going to see Swampert and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? Who else is going to run like a water move Pokemon? Like,
and I think also Poison Jab is a similar sort of situation where it's like kind of the only reason why some Pokemon are good.
Skuntank's gonna be awful if Poison Jab's nerfed. Nido
Mhm.
Queen's not great right now, but it'd be even worse.
Yeah.
What else? Nihiligo and
Beedrill.
Master League. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
Beedrill.
yeah.
Beedrill's a good one. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I mean it seems like me and you are on a similar wavelength. You don't
Mhm.
have to agree with us, but we're presenting you with the facts. And the fact of the matter is Clodsire are pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you lose to Gligar, but we already saw in this recent top cut, Gligar wasn't even that high up in the meta. And if it is, I mean, you just bring other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
People are just.
Well, this meta is
I
so
can't wait.
diverse. It's like there's, you know what's mad as well. Yeah, it's like, everyone's like, oh, the meta is centralized around Medicham. Yeah, no,
That's
it
not a bad
isn't.
thing.
Yeah, and the thing is, it isn't even. Yeah, because that would imply that everyone's got like 3 or 4 checks to Medicham on their team. They ain't, bruv. Like they've got
No,
one
most
Medicham
people don't even have a
check
single
per team.
check to Medicham.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
That's why it's good.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I agree with them that it's centralized around it. I guess it depends on how you interpret centralized. I think it's centralized around Medicham, but because Medicham is flexible on both fronts, offensively and defensively, like you don't need a hard check to Medicham to beat it either. You know?
Do you know? I think in terms of. Yeah, true. I was gonna say in terms of comparisons, like Walrein meta. Yeah, to be honest, even Walrein meta was fine, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we've actually had like a proper centralized meta. Maybe the RPS meta. But that was a bit weird. No.
I think the meta right before Worlds was pretty centralized around Registeel and Medicham. But then people start picking up
before this
and Charizard. Before this Worlds. I'm thinking like Torino, Fresno.
Yeah, but we didn't have enough time to like.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of time.
Develop.
And then people started running Charizard in
exactly.
NAIC, and then everyone just stopped.
Yeah.
Everyone just was super hard counter Charizard in Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess there aren't a ton of.
Yeah, I think you know what. Yeah, most of the time, you will know. Like I think you should assess what's a good meta by how it feels. Do you know what I mean? Innit? Yeah, not like looking at what the most used Pokemon is, or like, do you know what I mean? Innit? Yeah, or any of these kind of not even metrics in it, but like any of these sort of like perspectives that people take. You'll know what a good meta is if it feels good. If it feels like you can, you have a lot of different options. If it feels like you can play out of bad situations in it. So please, yeah. Don't complain too much, just in case they give us another crap meta. Yeah, because bruv, yeah,
that's what I'm scared of. We're in a really good meta right now. I'm scared that the next meta is going to be worse.
Bro, this is what I'm saying.
Because it's hard to make it better. I actually think this meta is really good.
It's great,
and it's hard to make it better. And that's not like a knock on Niantic.
I think what would be nice for next season is things like although like. Sometimes giving some pointless mons extra moves is, some people think it's pointless, and I think it's nice because it gives them some niche play every now and then.
Yeah, you know, updating some bad comes in moves. With acrobatics Emolga.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying.
What?
Just some random core breaker that might not even be relevant now, but it might be relevant in 2 months because of how the meta's developed.
Very Wind Fable, right? That came out, I don't know if most recent update, but maybe update before that. No one's really using tournaments, but hey, 6 months down the road, it's good.
That's what I'm saying, So I think some of that is nice. Some bad moves turned usable is also nice.
Like Dig.
Yeah, exactly.
That was huge.
And then, I mean, do you really think anything needs nerfing right now? I don't know.
I don't know. Lantern's still a little weird for me.
But how do you
think Lantern's in the worst place though? You just get rid of the damage buff to Spark, I think.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Because that extra damage does.
Yeah, it does.
I was talking about how it's a nerf, but I think it's more of a side grade of how it used to operate. It wasn't
being
really
able to farm things down just comes into play so much.
Like you don't even have to land a Thunderbolt on Frost Size anymore. You just go straight Surf.
Bro, I think it's farming down grass types. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like that Medicham matchup feels way more comfortable for the Lantern for sure. Yeah. And that's with a lot of Medicham running Dynamic Punch. I guess it's partially because Psychic got nerfed too. So That's another part of it.
But yeah, I think maybe outside of that, but I think nothing else really seems like it needs a nerf right now. Like
I
there's
don't
nothing
love
that's
Alone Sand
super.
Slash, but
Yeah,
I
but I
guess it's
mean the
like
thing is
it's still an
again,
okay
Alone in the Sand
place.
Slash. It's not unchecked. Yeah,
It's not
you
unchecked.
you
It's
have
better.
to.
It's easier to play into these days than it used to be. I think,
Yeah,
and I think that's because of all the Lickitung Umbreon.
yeah,
Lickitung Umbreon
exactly.
wasn't
Yeah,
as common last meta.
yeah, and having to make the decision of
Powder Snow,
whether you're
yeah.
going to use Powder Snow or Shadow Claw.
I think Shadow
And
Claw's
again,
way
also
too
it's not
safe.
super bulky as well. So like you
No.
really, as the Sand Slash player, you really have to be mindful of like where you're farming up,
Mm-hmm.
how much you preserve your HP and stuff like that. So do you know what I mean? It's not like it can sweep teams, but equally it can be dead weight as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, I
think it's
think
not
the
that bad.
introduction of Clodsire is really nice because you introduce a bulky Pokemon that has really good coverage,
Hmm.
but it does have a decent amount of weaknesses too, and it doesn't like hard beat a lot of things outside of
Yeah,
Registeel and Carpink. So, and that's why I'm so like critical of them not making it too OP. Like I like the direction they're taking because if they start with Surf and Poison Jab, it's like honestly,
Clodsire meta.
you're never not going to see Clodsire in a tournament
Hmm.
in the future. Like and not only saying like, oh, there's gonna be one Clodsire and Topka here there. Like it's going to be every team is probably gonna have a Clodsire.
Hmm.
Or most teams, majority. It's gonna be like Medicham every team.
And
Right?
you know what?
Which I don't
Personally,
think we
I
want
don't even
that.
mind. Yeah, personally, I don't mind because again, I feel like that's not
I would mind
necessarily
that.
what makes a bad meta in it. Yeah, I think it just
Well,
means that.
yeah. No. I'm not saying it makes it bad,
Yeah,
but I think with all those movesets, that's what makes it bad because it's like too overpowered.
yeah.
It's like if Medicham got a psychic buff, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what it will feel like. I think.
Yeah. I think if they released it with the original moveset, but like cut out some of the extra moves it learned,
Like Earthquake or
then
something.
like okay, so obviously people were saying acid spray because you don't want it to be like some
Spray
poison jab
jab,
acid
yeah.
spray thing. Maybe cut out like Stone Edge. If you're gonna leave it with
Yeah.
Surf, cut out Stone Edge. Megahorn.
I think it's a Surf Poison Jab that's just super deadly, right? And that
Yeah.
was
But
the
as
thing
in,
that was
like,
on
do
the
you know what I mean? If you remove some of the options, at least,
yeah.
then it does make it a bit more. It makes it a bit more easier to check because you know exactly what the Clodsires you're facing up against are going to run 100% of the time. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you can kind of like work around that now. Yeah, again, personally, I don't mind if a Mon has flipping 100% usage in it. Yeah, I don't feel like that's
No, that's true. Yeah, because we had
necessarily a bad
Medicham
thing.
doing
Yeah,
that for the past like 2 tournaments in a
yeah.
row
I think
before this
what
one.
is bad is if a Mon doesn't have coverage, or if it doesn't have coverage within the particular meta it's in, because I feel like that means that you're less likely to be able to play out of bad situations. And I think this is what the RPS meta was like, right? It's like you didn't really have like Noctowl had the most coverage, being able to like flip the lantern matchups in like really specific scenarios, but generally it was
still pretty
just
RPS,
game
yeah.
over. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It was pretty much game over when you
That's
get into that
why
situation.
when you ask me if I can nerf anything, what I nerf, it'd be the Lantern. Because the Lantern's still the most art. Dude, that's why I'm laughing at people saying Carbink's so RPS. Lantern, in my opinion, is way more RPS than Carbink. Like, and it's got so high usage. Like, how you gonna complain about Carbink being RPS when Lantern's literally the most RPS, hard wall by grass, and just like walls off like Mantine, Pelipper, most of the flyers, Charizard. Like, what? Like how I need to understand I think people just associate like, oh, it's a rock user, right? That does a lot of rock damage. It's bulky, so it's RPS. But it's not like Carbink's not that, right? It is a super bulky Pokemon, but it's less RPS than Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
It's more flexible, but it doesn't have as hard wins either. Outside like the Mandibuzz on Brion Sableye. Or even Sableye is not that bad, I think.
I sometimes wonder if you know what I think this.
Like it's just I don't know, if content creators saying it or whatever. I know
bro,
big
I think
on the
people
like
just
anti
like to
or Carbink thing, but I'm like,
just say things. Do you know what I mean?
Lantern's way more RPS.
Not necessarily,
what are you talking about?
Think about it. So
yeah,
I agree in it, but I think you know what also, and I don't know if this is a case of the fact that PvP and also like Show 6 or like the Championship series is No, you know what? I'd say the Championship Series. The Championship Series is still relatively new, right? And obviously
Yeah.
PvP has been about for time, but Sylph meta's only ever lasted a month, so you couldn't really, there wasn't like as much development of a meta or anything like that in it. So people's ideas of a good meta, they don't really have too much reference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think as a result, people are just gonna like say stuff. They don't really know the weight that what they're saying is carrying. They're just saying things, right?
Don't subtweet him, Anicor. Name him.
Yeah. Oh, no. I don't even know who in it because I'm just not even thinking in it. But I think a lot of people, to be honest. I think there's a lot of people. And I'm thinking,
I was kind of hoping you had a
what?
different take, so I could argue with you. But we're on the same page.
Yeah. I think if you look at like VGC, for example, there's been a couple metas where, let's say, for example, I think it was last year, maybe the year before, the Zacian meta, yeah, where that was just pretty much mandatory on every single team, cancelled out so many mons from being even remotely relevant because Zacian was a thing. And also kind of like forced you to have, certain move sets on certain mons or certain like mons actually on your team just so you could check Zacian. It was like that strong in it, yeah. And I don't think we've really experienced that in Pokemon Go. So I think that's fortunate so far.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. By the next time we record, by the next time we record, Clodsire will be out.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna try.
What?
I'm actually gonna try get some.
Oh yeah. You probably get that hundo.
Yeah, bruv.
Well, by the time you land, it's like almost Clodsire Day, right?
I'll land on Thursday, so I've got days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Still.
Well, better search for the hundo. I'll look for it too. Just
I will.
Just in case. But like I said, next season. You think I'm doubting this season? Next season, I got that best buddy card bank on deck. I'm actually really scared. I feel like Clodsire is going to just destroy this card bank strategy completely.
So. Also, you know what? Everyone's getting access to the Clodsire, so it's like.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what
Catch
I mean?
Cup.
Like everyone
going to be Clodsire galore. Who's not going to run a Clodsire in Catch Cup?
Don't know.
And everyone has to play Catch Cup. There's no other option.
Yeah. Bruv, imagine those Clodsire mirrors though. It's like, did you land the earthquake or not?
I'm running water pulse Clodsire at that point.
You still lose the mirror.
Do you? Well, no, I'm not running I'm running water pulse earthquake. I'm not running water pulse stone edge.
Yeah, well, you still need to learn the earthquake. I'm sure.
Do you? Let me check.
I don't know. I'm just guessing in it, yeah. But I'm imagining you there throwing
on that water pulse name. Let's
watching it survive on 50 HP, 50.
All right, let me go straight earthquake and then straight water pulse on one side. Rank ones versus rank ones. Let's see what we got here. Y'all hating on water pulse for good reason too, because you do lose all evens. All right, now let's see if I have water pulse with earthquake. Wait, you end up tying. What? Oh, is it because you're going straight? Wait, are you not baiting with water pulse? Wait, what is water pulse?
Is it like 60 energy?
It's 60 instead of 65. Yeah, you're not saving much.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. Stone Edge, what, 55, right? Yeah.
Peak.
Well, they need a buff water pulse, I guess. I wouldn't mind a water pulse buff. Like, what really learns it?
Cool.
Mantine, Clodsire, the Slowbro, and Slowking.
Yeah, nothing.
But they already have Surf, so.
Yeah, nothing too meta. I think the Mantine will be cool because, again, with Mantine at the moment, it's like all of its moves are relatively viable, So it's like you need to make a decision there anyway.
Mantine's kind of like Mantine's a little RPS too. Like you hard lose with Lantern, you pretty much hard win the Metacham, but like against like Umbreon and Lickitung, you just don't win the neutrals. Like there's just no way you beat those matchups. It feels so helpless.
Maybe with a bit of NG, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just thinking about Tomahawk running that freaking Mantine into like Lickitung Umbreon. I'm like, dude, what's this guy doing?
Who else gets it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess nothing really relevant. Celio. That sounds
Okay, yeah, that's
nice.
not really
Yeah.
relevant. So,
As in, like, Whiskash, actually. I think Whiskash is probably
oh,
the
that'd be
only
cool.
other.
I mean,
Yeah.
Whiscash, yeah, that'd be a cool addition.
Yeah. Dugong already has liquidation, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yes. Well,
So,
Dugon
yeah,
also, you pretty much Drill Run and Icy
Whiskash
Wind
should be
is too
cool.
good.
Because
Holly
it gives you
World.
a viable water option, and then
Wait,
again
I'm
you
so.
have to make
Oh yeah,
a choice between what moveset you run on Whiskash. So.
yeah. Kabutops. That thing does need a buff.
Yeah, I don't know if
Sea
what
King?
causes it.
Armaldo. That thing is a buff. Every time I see a Shadow Anorith, I'm like, what is this doing? Walrein gets it, but I don't think you want to give up that ice ground coverage. That's just too good.
Sea
Glaceon
King,
gets it.
yeah,
That's
Sea
not
King's
really a big
interesting, I
deal.
think. And I don't know, is Suicune with
Yeah,
like a
no, I think
cheaper
different.
water charge move that actually does something? I don't know. It is bulky in it, so I feel like anything with bulk
Yeah, but
has
it's not
some
gonna be
potential.
meta.
But
Yeah, water supposed to be really good.
yeah.
Like, there's not really anything relevant that learns it besides Mantine and
Whiskash, yeah.
Whiscash and Clodsire. So you
Yeah,
could be.
it'll be cool.
Yeah.
I think it will be cool.
Well, let's keep
So
on the
hopefully
back burner.
December.
Let's see what happens.
That'd be nice.
All right, so y'all heard us, right? Let us know if you disagree or agree with us on the Clodsire thing, but be sure to catch some this upcoming weekend because you're gonna want a high rank one, I think. And you can thank us later in a few months from now when Clodsire's everywhere and people making top cut with it.
Yeah,
you can thank us later.
A few months, bro.
Well, not thank us,
weeks.
right? It's not really us that decided anything. Yeah, a few weeks, but just thank us for saying the OP moveset would have not been good, right? We're on the right side of history, Anicor. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and if not,
I feel like
I'm
I'm
gonna
always
delete
on the
this
right
episode
side
later.
Yeah.
What?
I feel like I'm
You
always
what?
on the right side of history. You know.
What do you mean? You're on the hot chip side of history, man.
Hey, maybe that was the right side for the future.
For
you know what I mean?
for what? For the toilet? Like I don't understand. Yo,
hey.
Pepto. Look, if I'm not casting EUIC, I'll go compete just to give you some Pepto Bismol.
Yeah, run it. I know what I'm gonna use that for, but it'll just be another.
You gotta do some more spicy challenges. I
around.
think that's the goal. Yeah.
Uh,
But anyway, that does it for us.
mhm.
Any last words?
Nah, man. Nah. I mean, gonna be in Australia for next week. That should be fun.
Yeah, you're there for a couple months, right?
Enjoyable. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie, bruv. It only dawned on me this morning how little time I'm spending there. It's so annoying, man.
How long are you gonna be there for?
I'm gonna be there till mid-February, and that's only
That's not
like
long at
3.5 months or something.
That's not long at
I'm
all.
a bit disappointed. I was under the impression I was gonna be there for 6, but yeah, I guess not. I'm gonna be away for 6 though. I'm gonna try and do a bit of traveling before you. I see.
I see. What? You can't extend your trip there longer? Oh, it's because your visa's up in February, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to renew it straight away. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but it'll be an enjoyable 3 months.
Yeah, grab some championship points while you're at it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, hey, the way I was like, so I've been focusing on like packing and leaving and stuff like that. Yeah, and now it's settling into me. I'm like, okay, Brisbane is like 3 weeks away. Yeah. And also, I remembered that prize money is on the up as well. Yeah, so now I'm like
2,500 USD.
Bruv,
you could get yourself a third mic for ASMR with that money.
I could get a third. I could get a fourth.
You get the auto qualification.
Yeah,
you don't have the stress.
Prize money.
You could run Spice. You could be Magmar Man 2.0 at EUIC if you win that one.
Happening. Oh yeah, true.
I'll tell my RuneScape story.
Yeah. So
you want some scrims?
Brisbane?
We're not even friends in game yet.
Yeah, that's probably best. Friendship trades, isn't it?
Oh, so you don't want scrims then?
Oh right. Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What are you really going to save? Palday and Whooper for like 6 months from now? Like, come on now.
I don't know. Honestly, I've started doing trades
again. We're going to mirror Pseudo Wudo. Like, what are you going to do?
All of them are gone now. My brother took them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They should have been
trading with my brother again, bruv. Some of the let me see some of the luckies I got. Yeah, I got okay.
You get a hundo
so-
Bonsley?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh.
I got a lucky hundo Wisma, yeah, for when they buff Loudred, yeah.
Dude, why do you need the hundo for that?
Because
Loudred,
Loudred
second
at Great
stage.
League,
Okay. Yeah.
I nearly got a hundo Whimsicott.
You don't. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Loudred. Wait, Loudred is 1500 on the dot. 100% Loudred. You better start powering that up right now.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, that's that's stream content right there. I already know it. I already know it. Let me check real quick so I could run into myself if I lose.
It needs a good fast move. So
a full day. I already thought of it for the next bet, next season. First the veteran, the other person runs a Loudred in Great League. You better start collecting the XLs. You got the XLs, right? Next thing you know, you're stacking up Whisper.
Halfway there.
Yeah, I don't have a hundo, so I'll be at disadvantage. I have a 98.
Yeah, that's gonna put you at the disadvantage.
I'm putting this in agenda right now. Loudred for next season.
What else I get? Some Ultra League Gastrodons. Honestly, all these things are like super useless, isn't it? Yeah, but they're one move away from.
So I don't know about Ultra League Gastrodon, but okay. Wait, why was your brother giving you Gastrodon for trades?
I asked him to keep.
What? Yo, that's a good brother right there. I would have just like, dude, Anicor, I'm not saving these Gastrodon for you for an Ultra League Gastrodon. You're just trying to think of punishments for you to do.
Yeah, you know what? Since I've given up on the Master League thing, I was like, well, you know what? I've got this dust, so I may as well start Ultra League in it. So,
dude, I gotta say, the spawns at Toronto pretty solid. I got like almost like 1 million dusts at Toronto. The spawns were way more. I don't know what it was. It was like the same amount of stops as usual, but I think the spawns.
Didn't someone complain that there was like one of the events? I don't know if it was.
I think it was
Lil
Lil.
Or was it?
Yeah, I think it was Lil. Yeah, I feel bad about that. I don't know what happened there, but it was good for Toronto.
Yeah,
it was also because there's probably Sableye spawning, so even more dust.
Mad.
But yeah.
I
almost have 11 mil.
Wow.
What to spend it on? Battle Frontier.
Yeah,
maybe
that Ultra League Pelipper.
No, I already have that built.
Oh, really?
Best buddy. Yeah. I'm the Ultra League guy. What did I not have built?
True.
I actually don't have a Berserker build because I'm still looking for a good spread for that one.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. I'll send you my friend code after this so we could prep you for Brisbane.
Let's go.
I need to see what that Show 6 Anicor looking like, you know?
Yeah,
Should I screen record some of this and share with our fans? Be like,
go for it, bro. Go for it. Let's do it. Yeah.
Nah,
this weekend.
I'll just take a screenshot of my journal.
Okay.
Wait, why this way? Let's wait till Clodsire comes out so you could.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so then I guess next week. Or maybe.
Well, it depends on how early you want to do because it's after LAIC, right? So maybe you want to see the LAIC meta a little bit. I don't know.
No, not really.
I guess if you have a good team, it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm still sold on. Actually, I'm not completely sold on Arctipex anymore. Just because I'm like, well, should I just use Frostlass instead? Huh?
Oh no,
Arctipex. Yeah.
Oh, Arctipex. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, maybe I'll just use Frostlass instead, but we'll see.
Yeah, Frostlass is better.
Either way, I'm using Clodsire for sure. I think.
There's no way you shouldn't. Yeah,
I think it's a staple.
It's too good. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna run 5 Clodsire checks and Carbink. It's my strat.
Yeah, still gonna get aligned.
Not as RPS Lantern. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, thanks all for joining in. But we'll catch you all next time and go catch that Clodsire.
Safe. Peace.